Yes, dear. Me kose man she jacket iti. Awa remim. Awa remim. Ebusia for. And unim Skylar. I wanted to do the live on the bus, but the noise was too much. Sir, noise no not too much. Na masan see her ya maybe. Abusia for na mo ho te sen. Afe na makọ nanti aba. Na de mo fa nche me 12 o'clock no. Afe na makọ aba. Skooky, hi. Let's say afe na maba. Makọ nanti ama awokra kom. Eya semo. You see the TikTok dey mo. Ye besi bia ye beba beka. Mu betie. Mu betie ni by force. Ai, mu na moye me mabusuafo nti wope. Mu betie. Hwe. Ka se ye de mu bedi agro wa. Ready nyame, ma bre krampo. Na mo hotete say mon tapi screen na yenko. Mon tapi screen na yenko. Mon tapi screen. Sroni pa we. Sroni pa se me komra no beba wo he. Bra kwa me. This Agnes morning now what to say? This Agnes bra. Ye beden yetimi free generational poverty mu ye beden pa na yetimi. Ye beden pa na yetimi free. Omra na ye fa life na sheshes. I feel I'm being invited amanfo. Hi everyone, good afternoon. Afternoon, Alice. Let's say. Hi. Who's ya here? Generational poverty no. Me page so there ye
Oh, my time watch you.
ayo say me bank
Me share that new time into my time was a compensate. Me see, hey, Anaya, ya start here,
there be a starting now send what's and me see machine be a me cardi. I video no.
Oh, sorry. Hey. Obia fresh member.
I can say machine be a me card. I don't see na me call bank honum na. Makọ so mo de card ne be ma me a. Me call ya o mo amfa ma me o. Awu say o mo ntimi fa card bia ma me age se. Me call commercial bank hono. Ghana commercial bank zubi ni krom ha. Nti age se me nyeska eto ticket na me call Ghana na o mo twa ma me. Nyesa de a. Card na ye say no. Bo mo se sika ne de da account ni sika ne ye save. Aya asemo. Almost is scan ye save. Me brush menim kakra. Menim cry oily. Na ne makona nti sa ma bre. So ja me life mama ebe hardwin mabusienfo. Mon tapi screen na yenko. Mama me chia mabusuafo a ebe yire. Eh, mumpo mu na moye mabusuafo. Invite a man for mo maba. Ani se makwa abayo. Eja,
Mame,
that is I.
adom na uso.
Boko ne dem ni sa man for abetna ha.
Mi
So
hu na wo bas bi mu a na wo pese wo ye yi no.
na me person ka ye ba life no ba na de
Wo
ni
ye live
do.
no free bus mu se den I don't know.
Na de ni do so dodo. Afa na makwa aba. Ena me sisi se de esi bia. Bibia ye ba be ka kire mo mpo betie. Yes, mumpo ye betie. Ana makwa ba yo daddy. Card ne de me se machine na mene no. Omo si omo ntimi emfa card ne mame. Aje se me kọ commercial bank ho na me kọje card. Commercial bank ho so me da be na mbeko hoi. Omo si scan ye save nti eno ane ho hia. Yes, me ntimi nyi ska. Me ntimi nyi ska wo mu bio. Eya asemo.
Na uni Ghana Commercial Bank for app no uni bi wo.
Debi mantimi anye app no e wo meyi no. Mantimi anye app no card na na e wo ha medi.
Oh.
Se omuton me niema bi wo Ghana nti ho na ye omu di scan fa.
Oh, okay. Contact Ghana Commercial Bank for hwe se wo betumi ebie wo betumi ambassador app na ma wa because no na me so me use wa.
Asa omu use app no. Na dia transfer sika.
Yeah. Say bia me pese me tua bibi wo Ghana. Yeah.
Oh, Skooky, say Skooky abedas ro on mi mu. Skooky. Eja. Jama wa ye busy no odi mbebo adwuma. Odi mbebo adwuma wie.
You are when you
That is say. Maybe I'm a corner nampa mabeka han. Hey, ready. TikTok. You see, generational poverty, there was see a timmy, a can be for home pan, yes, idea. Yasovesh. Alice, what's up? Morning, afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, yeah,
Hi. What's the one with Tehasa? Namima.
Oh, and Brahma bre, me kwana me ba, me see ye, ana o account me.
Come to me and Ejawati. What's it?
My
What's
Me wa be for.
How I did your account to bear for?
Ah,
Hey, it's
we
one
ya
say.
kapra. Na aden say he ya na utwa card na e de no mo see this again.
My card no ho, a Ghana card.
Ah, okay,
And
sorry.
so almost me. But
Ah,
almost yes, Canada honti. Aqua, they said, yeah.
I some dey ya enye hu sa na ye ho no na. Sometimes e.
Aye.
So mo see e wo ho nko ade ya.
Almost yes, oh.
E betimi aye sa ampa.
Aqua, now what to say?
Okay, say that room. I will do good.
I send them a call bank one about.
Almost today.
Almost a day. Almost your money to me, card and mammy. I
Oh,
send me call commercial bank one no Jimmy card. And I'm so saying to see Canada, hold you almost is Canada or Muneka.
Oh, scan the sama intend yes is at the home. And the sam.
Ai.
And
Kani da hɔ deɛ ne ɛnyɛ hwee no ane.
anya to asa nyantia.
Uhusa.
Just so it's said that you call your card no Ghana.
Dachi na ɛsɛ deɛ. Sika wɔ himpo ade twa ticket akɔ no. Demo. Volunteer card ni nti no ma twa ticket sɛ me ye. Me kwa akɔdi we. Abusuafo enti yaba bia ya samba bi o makɔ nanti aba. Enne. Yes, you be then ya escape from generational poverty. Akwa fa ye hyase. Escobar, braha, ene wo fa mi mu adwuma. Generational poverty no. Enya sempoa.
Sa. Na poverty, they say poverty, there will be higher poverty.
Sa.
There is no person who we are here no. It depends ni efeni here and some say that make us say here ni yedi no. It depends at the cra as individual friend yedi. The kwame amponsa frɛ ɛdan edu car and 9 fridge the freezer kɛseɛ baako the moto baako yedi a ɛne woni a ɛhia no oh ɛna me ti bechem no a me wasase no a me twa bɔde wɔ hɔ me tu banche wɔ hɔ me tu menke wɔ hɔ kusie ɛwɔ mi nwura no mu hɔ no nsu da masase ne so a me sabi no me fa enwa no me soso sɛ ɛno ɛyɛ ɛno hia me a na ɛno soso me hu ne sɛ ɛyɛ me yie di a me di yie ti me escaping poverty no me fi sɛ ade efre ni hia no ɛyɛ universal ɛhia yɛ nyinaa fi sɛ me kubie adwuma bi ame penkrofo abɛyɛ adwuma na me nya nipa me yɛ hia me ehia sɛ me nya nipa ti the word hia no hia me hia ka nti me hia ehia me hia oba na natena sɛ me hia oba no a I don't need a woman. I don't know say if I'm making sense.
Ba se.
The word challenging.
Eja, what na say?
Maybe if you limit the definition of poverty to say ebia wu sika when you sika man ebusu bibia opebia to me turn idea, then there is a limit.
Thank you.
Like say the
who yare.
Say the beya ubenye ska. Ubetimi ahwe wo ma.
Ubewudi.
Wo ma
no. Na we na udi bi eja omo.
Epa cho bisa ko figina wana me ko kwen so kwentie.
Ase nyanti ase.
Okay, where the be say na beya ubenya sika obedi bi eja wo ma. You see, anytime the money come into equation, that is where we all get lost. There is a news. I don't know. So what come across the news? Family be almost ship called money or see so for almost 29 years. And then and omako hu almost so mo omanko ye adwuma. Na so almost find ways say every waste be important. It will munya rubber unso no mafa. Omunya seed wa baabi no mafa. Ye gadi unsunum etna 20-something years obi ansori anko adwuma da omonwu ye yakohu wo obi ti baabi amene wo kasa sese ohun $1 da ohun 1 cedi da ohun kapre da ohun sempoa da. They are living a better life than me and you. It once you bring money in na ba ye ade bia yen ya create ama ye ho a e disturb ye ya ene edi wiase bibia kwasha say which akwa I disagree totally. Because me wo abusua bi a omotena me bo ahinkuro mu ho no a me nya sure say emunya sika 100 million da, yet they live a better life than me sikofin cancer wawu abrocha mama si you know. A better life than my father. Yes, because omo ofane sika ya banchini body ni menkeni owo ma o kire nkura no education a kind of education and your Kofi is going to school ibi. It must say to me momo dear this escaping generational poverty there me visual Yeah. To me,
Oh, the main tea am for silent then I
but
mean card. That's how confuse me cry.
so I'll be I go follow by.
Aqua. Who the main tea am for so I been na.
But papa.
Yes, I bring. Who the mute kakra.
But agree.
Eja coffee.
Mommy,
The aqua won in the yard. Was he in here yo? It's here ya na here ngola ni nyina.
say, Obi wo honom a owo sika nso oyar. Ni sika nyina dodo da oduto edu. Nche. Yeah. Inti sa wooden kind escaping generational poverty and you restrict to sika another ebia ebeja ejapadi bi dama womba
Ma a omo ho nchire omo.
yeah onusu nko azwa mechire inti awudi ya reka dam poverty abotum esisi adan eja ejapadi ahaban na adeda ma womba onso wo mosa wokan inti wudi mo engineer pa kire what kind of poverty actually will be so there blessing will say I'm blessed, I'm not sick, I'm blessed, I don't go to bed hungry, I'm blessed, I don't whatever. It depends on what you are referring to as the generational poverty. Ebiana, well, for argument's sake, let's restrict it to sika ana ijapati. Ana.
I'll be jama oma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nina jina mindset.
Because on say, sisi asema kwa kan ye.
Yeah.
Enti mi ma say akwa ebia me fan say wasi dan ana say wo Japade bia o madi na so.
Yeah.
But even you see, Mr. Kofi, mama, I got come in what you I'm saying maybe to one. Create you.
Yes.
Giving my children a house or houses, and not just say they will not be poor. If we're going to center poverty in that aspect there. Queen who said Obia Waja Nema Bronsign and I Aquane Kofiniam you be that. Or not that
okay.
me the man so. Who be a Waja Nema a dime yes, the money ya Kushifuama or Moda Valanda. Who be that? And if you are, and probably be a job more die. Be no. Moda Valanda.
No,
Esi bram, and then the say be a kind of way
no. Apa Oti. There's a difference between there's a difference between Obisubaya amana ye poor. Any poverty, right? See, the word poverty, right, has to deal with sikasem.
Sikasemo.
Yeah, the word poverty. Yes, the word being poor. Yes, the word being poor has to do with sikasem. It is what I say. Say, since no take him, obi sika, right? Obi one city, right? Absolutely obedient. But that doesn't mean that Nina Yeska. Nina has to deal with sika. And when you word to be a funny generational wealth.
Generational wealth. Topic and to me, Cynthia. I have to escape from generational poverty and build generational wealth.
Yes.
For the children.
Yes. Only say you will have you with me Japadi. But because one man a year no, a Japadi na free as a friend in sa man be poor, right? Nini nan has to deal with sikasem. Because uniska, then you become poor, then you live in poverty. And nothing yeah, poor. Oh, equating to sika. So, and as you equating to ebia, a natural resources into no. Again, this is your poor. Nini nana is equal is equated to sika. It's poverty there. What do you mean poverty? When that say unfasikanya there.
Enka ho
Embe.
akwa.
Easy. Thank you so much.
Akwa sisi enti wuni sika wo di
Okay.
di na de hwe o ma.
Wait. China easy why easy. I get what you say.
Yes.
If we are going to center on money,
Money
money,
to build
fine.
generational
But it's-
wealth.
Queen
Let
imagine.
me trust you why enko nti na wa ma ye ni.
It's changing now and how to build generational wealth instead
Okay.
of how to escape generational poverty.
Mami,
Then
me.
we'll better change
Yes.
how to
It's a
build
good thing we are
how to
doing.
build.
Tap it, it's easy.
Yes.
Papa,
Akwa asemu na oni mi kan die.
what's the son of pet? What's the son of Connie? I'm Sakofi Cano. I've met Bakabi. It's good. Yes.
Emi still cry die na wo kan.
No, akwa. No, akwa. Akwa me just was set the agenda.
Akwa she da o pese
No, your friend is there.
Pepato.
Queen.
Yes.
Queen. Over to me the topic now. To ask you, no opinion.
Enu mi ye mi hu ni yo. Nka me ye ni sa.
Ebusuafo ye chia mu nyina.
Ya ju so
Yes,
yes.
yes, Baba.
Ebe se asema na ye bobos no ho. Akwa small kano. Unse inti Ghana si efa o my Ghana se Ghana ye obi ba ye beka se Ghana ye po ana se Ghana enye po. Ebi se senka
Wo be sisa mi topic ya na.
eba o. Senka
topic we mi
ejapadi
ti asie mi pese mi ankasa mpo mi ti asie mo.
ye be wie na obi abeti ase ye be wie
Sawo.
na obi abeti ase.
Ye to ye boy ye
Ewe
be
japadi bebre. Ai Ghana we japadi bebre inti eba nsange wetumi aka se Ghana nso nye den enye po. But because of some things yentumi putting in place inti no. Tie betumi aka se ye po. Ese nipa bebre na no den ye wo kire.
No, Uchi. Ghana, Uchi.
Ben,
And yet because no, wait. And yet because Ghana any no, Uchi. And yet because Ghana any such one yana mamu ya pool. Eh, Subana, ye de manage be a one. But
Exactly.
a man is a people jack in your pool. So,
Exactly.
you can't generational poverty. It has to do with Sika. The management now, that's it. Yajina, you the church, and the mayor, you poor. And the massa, and your man, you want a free answer.
Easy.
No na akwa eka no.
No, na make our what yes, but easy. It's cities. It has to be with Sika. The AC, yes, radio, AC, Wadaroma. Ben, you miss out.
Yes, we enye
Easy.
Yes.
When we hold cities, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, all the cities, you know, Ekojina, USA, we patch your idea.
All the cities.
Hey,
No,
mommy.
No. Like, no. All the cities in the USA, right? As the ultimate news, it becomes irrelevant.
Thank you, AC. AC, with this revelation, I want to say, so what the cities, Ekojina, USA, is almost like a paper in many ways.
Yes.
The only reason why, with the Dallas, Eba Ghana, you still see this as Sika, is what we have find ourselves and what we have allowed ourselves to be. Pajodi here. Enuntina na me sha se meka say once you would the Sika, the word Sika. Na kofi any ben ye sisu say would the word Sika. Ebe the center of it there. And yet there are people who doesn't use money. They exist. They are not poor. Pajodi here. Because poverty, no, send your wusi, obi bisa me say, ebi akwa wusika. I find it difficult to explain because maybe I'm imagining do say no. I don't see the house and I don't see the bank account to be richness. No, I see health. Metiwo say see ya. Ade ba kro Yankopon de ba me am de ba sa say am di me digimani. Otimi sorry. Me will be bia.
No, but Aqua. No, but Aqua.
That's it.
Akwamba Jawuti.
Esi kasa.
I say
Yes,
no,
Gaza.
no. I was in the Okana Sikano, right? So
Yeah.
we share
Now this
right now.
already ready.
No. I would say so. Right now, and Nasika Ebay paper. Cheteno, Nasika paper. Nasika exchange of commodity. And it's a memo idea. That's a woo memo idea, right? And I mean, yeah, be that's a woo will be. Maybe commodity I'm all but the exchange you wouldn't know. You know, unim, nini nani yesika, but you will be an definitely send the article, no, na the young for paper enter the no. Sana ebia generation no aso sama sisi ya na yede paper na tade. Nini nani is sikana na yeka wasem.
Ni na yesika. They were.
Now,
Because no,
Nancy,
no,
yeah,
If you're not corner.
Nancy, Echo, sorry, now what bumper, what they breaking the chain of. Everton was we break the chain of poverty. We break the chain of laziness. We break the chain of whatever. They break the chain of constipation. In jail. This how what the constipation, the spirit of what the BBY and the spirit, as my mentioned. Until every limit adding to sikan, we've got poverty of the mind, whereby in Japan, I didn't the name Christian Cramponu, as I mentioned. In poverty of health. It is a poverty. It depends on the perspective at which you looking at it, as I mentioned, because Obio Wosika na or Yaren only poverty in Yesika or health. Damsa suna obia ebia onyiba. Ono suni poverty ni da onyiba. As I mentioned. American orkoye.
Abusia for comment section orokodo. Orokodo. Yetie kasa.
Inti mami today most are making generational wealth yeah now say we restricting to Sikaza, then it must go that way. Until them that ebia mamaka today generational friend health poverty of health ebia awu beja edurubi da ma webusiafo ama wasema say ebia diabetes no have mo na BP out of awunyimdi na ejeja ho obotu wenya bibi efi anado obotu mu achapo kajiko ko bagajiba
Yeah. Sisi ano. Ye kan say ye mani ko juna sikasem no so nya sa ma misa na open.
Se sikasem na yetini ape bibia atu ye ma no ho.
No correct. Very 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 important pa. If we say ye will be below.
But
I just say
hey, Mebao. The meaning of poverty, right? And say that poverty it has its simplest definition, you know, is the state of lacking sufficient resources to meet basic needs like food, shelter, and clothes.
And it's our resources, no. Any a person you pay a man.
Sanity.
Anna.
Yeah. That's yes, yeah.
What does it?
Say na make us say.
Na.
I just say.
Ma baby aka there. I should shut down na zama ho. But I'm nyimzi. Bia wo to more than crowd imagine it's useless. Either the Isurugu Abubado. Yeah. It's not well. But Monko.
ma for nchro mo adwen kakra na ye nhwe.
Dear Mr. Kofi can. Any adwin
Our point say ubeye saa niema we nyina na wan nchro mo kwan on befa so on be use a. On betimi kura ton ni nyina we si no. Yes sir.
Yeah. And I think say poverty no. Who say normally no say usua financial intelligence but say sika no benye bi na ebuso ma otumi di bi eja wasefo a e wo say e sha sie free wan kasa wonim diem if say we nya sika no honim die a enya dia obeye dey odi nyo betu ye ama sika no kra bia dey ba unsem na wonya bi di eja echirima what you say ha se wo nipa no wo a wo si so no se wo ni sika ho nyansa ama eno endi weni ma wo nya sika ni bia untumi entoto nyoma kra ma untumi nza beso nkwala no so
na se wa mo bra o ana
se wa mo bra wo hwe mu bebre a bra ye bre nyina kire se ye mpanifo no sebi omo ntumi amfa hyehye ye bi nguo omo nya some financial intelligence bia na wo se guide omo hu se de mi ye bia no eni se medwen me nko ame hu na emu mo se daache ne masefo ho o kan bible kura o se o se the wise man and I say nipa o yetni ni no oja ejapade ma ne ma emma ni nananom na oja ade ma omo nya ne mampo ni nananom na so tumi ehye nyoma ma ebiso ne ma emma so eno ne ye friend say why then wa bobra but enembre hwan mu ne betumi aka say nipa se ne betumi di omo sesi ombo say omo nananom de omo ye no still omo tumi eden edidi ho dabi yise wanka se du baby out tumi eden wo de uti kopempem na se uti na se unya obi mani tumi tufu a eno no wetumi eden atoto o life ye so financial education ne financial intelligence sa nyoma ni na akra no you be ho ani enim anya na nsen ya tete
so wo na nsen ya ye tete ye
na nsen ya intino yeah
intino ye se ye hu no na wo se ye so ye fa so eye bibi ye timi ye granchiri ma no ana ye kra ye kire ye ma no pe what you say
ta o se tumi ye bibi
akwa what ye na de ye kana se
what you say pa
Davio ben
o se Davio ni na de be
papa
Betty ebusa yakwa echi kakra
ni de be yiri wa ha unti ase
Omaya your friend Ghana ben as we speak now deal Omaya your friend Ghana bisa go free be ga
Bajoy.
okay Betty asemi you Omaya your friend Ghana ben as we speak now edian edin eda yeso ye Omaya your friend sikafo man ana ye Omaya your friend ehia man
na wa hwe a Omaya wo sika bi
oh what dey
yeah do dey bisa o
yo mate we dey mefa kweti kwam no media no na ye president dada akra eka say it is caso that's what come there
that's what come
oh my you hear my
it depends in many ways, you know. Say there has been a title that has been given to us. I have a third world country, meaning say Yeniska. Yes, sir. So it is it. Then let's go back then. If a man that dahuni nyina niska, now free some man what worth and you as an individual no. Osi ubenyama wo mana ye kan wasem.
Yeah, obviously we don't teach this in our schools, so parents must take this responsibility. Say we don't.
Your friend is saying no. Your friend is saying. As no matter what can no say or minding in no right. Your friend third world country no right. Your friend say I am not asking no. If I be no, it do what you know correct. Because so America right? From first world country now. Yeah, what team funny more much here.
ready no
What nya that is the point I'm trying to make.
exactly
Okay,
that has been given to us, you know. It doesn't suggest who we are.
Dabi.
But the point I was trying to make, I'm saying, so AC, you are very right, very, very right. When you go to the USA, whatever country, from more first world country, from ya teche, good form, baby da, a common diwon. Sa na ko ba bi omu fere third world country na obi anya sika di bia toka asida de ka na bu meboa. What the picture I'm trying to make in say yentia say I be center into money no aye financial literacy ni ade aye de che no e bia na ye de be kire say oh enhihye we ade we utodabu now ye ni ye aponche ba kakran ni ade a etabo come you can raise a farm be na se be dachi uni wa obano ton akoko ba akwa akosua ba I get that bia maybe person ye ya adwiri free ni ye se na AC chirebu first say kanin no na ye nguta paper but we were so doing something na ye timi hu sikani ni hia ni ba na ye nguta paper bia me problem wa ebia best as say me twitwum bebre ni ye paper no a yes enter ye hotu no because to me this paper no a man made false ideology evoluting where's the box
people enye no anani ye di movie o abrabom unkita paper no kra wo be
thank you mama he but as we are
moving ya the way o si kanati said there paper ne hu hia kra bi say
wait there be I want tie paper na si extra me kwa ko GBCC e tie e kwa ko GB what I'm trying to do is say Enyama ye di jano. Oh, it must not be. And I know there are some countries here. I have tried ye be a feno community built family. That is Oko Holland and money are there. Yes, and Kophobia yes, whereby we are raising children and people to understand. Say, you don't really need the paper to exist because we have been centered to think like this. It's very difficult about it. Nana. And the Queen, what do you know? Say, if you don't go out there and work, just as I'm doing and you are doing, now will be in Tia come out paper. Now I'm Fabian Tia bill. Now I'm Fabian Toka. Now I'm Fabian Tobanchia. You cannot exist. That is not true. That is not true. That is only the way ye nipenyi nara we have been. Kese ya center ya try my ye nyina ya go into that work that.
Okay. Me de fan chairman say bia me so de me tia.
No, asem akwaka na right. Or right. And yeah, no, correct. Yes, unya sika paper no to leave the world, right? Ye obi wo ha otumi isolate na from we are say. But na baby on niska on tia base bia but otumi live in a life. So it is kind of unya but the word poverty here. Yes, sika.
Thank you. Yes, you can't check Queen so off grid. Yes, you mentioned now. Is it off grid or something?
Yeah, living off grid, yeah.
Or living off grid. Yeah, check it, Queen. There are people who are in these Western countries who move away from technology. Okay, they move away out from this technology and go and live in bush somewhere, right? And live the life I'm trying to tell you. But say the Sika. If you're going to say poverty in a way, say Sikasem, you're organizing here, you're into a I get that. I get that. Totally, I get that. But as I say, I can't see you be na I don't know your to share baby. Now you can say, and yes, sir, chinchina chia. Some man, sorry, I'm no pay uncle kaka. I'm obia for my near Jumasa, Uncle Mammy Sika, Flanker Tibi. I'm amphibian, water bay, light bay, coming in one white. And yeah, amphibian cotobanchi board there. You have a light bay, and I can say, mint, it is not true.
Here, the Okano. I say,
Mama Kakra. Why a free Kakra?
Yeah.
Bow.
Okay, senior. Bachakata.
What me? Okay, what me can you? Miss Aqua Miss Slow, the Okano. I say, Yesu, I better so. In someone no Okano. Oh, the why is a prophet now, Okasau. Ono consciousness a odi kasa no. And it's not common. Sisia no.
But that's about it.
Okakra percentage no. Enye ye nyina
Yes.
Dabi because who future. Who consciousness dey be edu no. I say oh conphobia and as a prophet bi obeto ye mu. Nti o de end
But
Dabi.
When I'm high level, you know.
Yes, consciousness now waking. Why you waking too much? Into no the other no.
It's just queen in
Omo live you upgrade no. And then almost asia no ye yo. They've been a practice, a knowledge beer. You have to get it and be convinced to be able to practice it.
Thank you. Yes.
Akwesi bebre ya omo sha asi obese omo ye beko omo diaspora omo so beko kotna Ghana. When you're sorry and now you have to plan, you have to know what you are doing.
Yes.
Yes, to me. It's like going and living upgrade. You have to plan and know. Say okwa di ebesibia no, you are ready to cope with it. The message is not for everyone. Yeah.
All right, senior, that's it. And say, senior, Aquaka say, here no nye sika nkwa menene ya adwene because here will be as you walking and ra call bank no say go here or because ye ka wo here e will be a wo here de na unya
no nya
That's it.
any friend no here what I say wo sika untimi nyon so here
me
yes because sika no ho ba Johnson na ma unya Johnson no okay adiri na me huka ose obi ewu sika ohia ba ehia o enti hia no ye ehia obi a obi ase beni nsa ye man panyini ye friend sen akufuado Ghana sika nyina asa ne ho na ehia ne ho na na e se ehia no because no ohia konya na chance atana so we nya ehia no what I say enti hia ne de ehia obi a obi ase but it depend situation na wo sa time no unse oko bank we na ye wa adwen se wo koyi sika na ebia wo de bia fa wu ba ko ba bia koya ade a sa time no card no kaka na hia tito fa fam kofie
menya
that's it enti me unse me nua bi ka se Ghana ye wu sika enti ye wo good ye bibia Ghana ye wo bibia o ba hia because ye nim nyansa ye de toto no ma ye nim nyansa ye de manufacture ye ne aya de enti hia ye enu nti na broni nim nyansa no obetu good no de ko no sa de akoye chain o de aye normal expenses na ye
no
nia sa de
asika
esika
say
sa koto no atoto fe abre because ehia ye nim sa nim de no ye wo koko ensu mi kro mu o mi hu Ghana chocolate me pene mre kra mi hu broni ba be fa koko no akọ no de akofa machine no na aye chocolate no ya sa de esika na sa akọ de ade na ye nia de ando ehia ye because nim de ni ho what I say nti hia ne de ehia wo bia ade bi ebeto si no
No, but
abrabon bia no tina ba choka
on say so okay say here HS
it's we
poverty.
are not all nation abam
Yes, on say you were lacking, right? And your poverty, and you will need. What do you mean as poverty? Yeah, and equal to lacking. What do you mean as poverty?
senior say
Equal to
so
need.
now kind the definition of poverty no what's or see clothes
Stand
food
here.
and they make kind the
No,
same thing it is a wunya duane ni
that
ehia
and you can say you lacking, you lacking, yes,
yeah
you
knowledge
manage.
bi
me
enti
do
Unya
me
ehia wo
do
poverty.
knowledge no
senior woni bibi say what kind wo asem na what kind no definition of poverty now okay kind na me what ase esa or see feeding clothing shelter okay enti no say if say oh baby that na woni aduane di a ehia wo we poor me na make no atma say wo aduane di na woni baabi da ehia wo. Enti
yeah
ehia no ye ade a wohia a wonya ena ma wo hia wo poor no because wo da dem na say woni aduane di a o kan
and
definition
you
of
say
poverty
you
na
can ask he said the eja kofi kan ye na say
ena make
one no na
ena
say
make say
na say e bia wo sika dan ma but wo yare a ehia wo
ehia
yes
wo.
sir
That's it Enti na make say we ase enye obia because obia be hia bibi. Enti na o kan santefo ngoma etire du nche du nsia na wo say obia ni wa na kwanko so so ne ho no ma so na kanko. Mu ye sikani a da wo be hia obia ama na bo abra bom a obesoma no. De be kan what ma say. Enti ne hia na de ye ne ye kan no eye different for ebia obeye japade ajaja obase de no mo kan no. Eno ne ye different dimension than poverty no. Huh?
Okay. And then say na ye bie ni nyina mu nti.
Ah, mo bie de ye de mbaye adwu. O se ne endra, o de ye konante ye na me so me de mbaye adwuma pa. Nti mo de mo bie.
Da bie anopai. Anopai na me de mu konante ye. All nation.
Queen, good afternoon.
Afternoon net say.
Nyame adom.
Ai, topic you say me say wagina so a.
Ai,
What's what you say?
Ani ya ma ye chacha mu nyina.
Ye so.
Queen, me
And
da
then
me
you
ni.
be abeka bia you okay. Because you see ade. You be abeka bia ye.
Yeah. Asam na me nua ne ka no ho. Awsa sante kasa no.
Wunua no bebre akasa de wo hia. Akwa
de okasa sisia no.
Okay, spooky.
De o ka no se eye no ano o ka no eye sante kasa. Nti sai chi kasa no se wan ti asie ya obefa no. Try that's a near ni. Kasa ahia obi abo se wo na na panimu ana ma panimu ka se oh saa brei die ade we ya ato me ato ahia me.
Say de okay de na se me kra nra ehia me. Ehia me papa na ma stress you.
Yeah, ato ahia me nti no aya sante kasa ye ka. Enye se bia obi a oni sika. Ma ye ka na sa. Yes. Queen, what me pacho wo me de de nya we mo me aya sembisa na me bebisa.
Okay.
Na se bia mo bi wo ho a na adwenkyere bi wo ho a me pese me bisa se me fa ne se obi a wadi about 50 years and 52 years going na onim anything about financial and I say investment na wabetom to say dey bia mo ken ekwan ben na bia nipa no betimi di atokwan ananhyehyɛ ye ben no betimi di agu akwan ma ebeboa no for maybe if I say the next
bia 10 years mboa.
The next 10 years I will be pension. Yes.
Okay. Jina so di mame. Kwame di. Bra Kwame on mute hu mame me pacho. And now the me boy adwuma ne. And that's why me ba late so still mo de me boy adwuma. Bra Kwame.
Okay. Mame.
Pacho question na on nation bisaye no. Meaning say yes financial freedom bebre wa how betimi ama no answer kakra mame. Osio me fan say 52. Ena idewura ye bo abo afen wa ba betom. Enti in the next me fan say 8 years and 10 years e dan anim no. Plan be no betimi a plan ya enye bibia. Odru 60 a obetimi di ahwe no ho so. Yesua niam bebre all nations and message am follow me nche ya follow me page no. Na de bia bra obeti mo. An bra kwa me ti educate ni kakra mame. Uwi ana akwa so abam.
Mama. Mama, eno kwasam se sika nya ne di kan nya sika adwene di sika bansa na sika nankasa to wonsem. Enti se afa na wa hya ase wa ba di mfe bi esi.
Afa wa beti se me de bia ya me ka se me 30s me 20 me 30s mante me 40s afa na mate a me ho premi. Wa ese me ano.
Because eno na e wo se yesua de nyame hya ne se ne wa ba platform so a yesua de hwe ne ma. Queen, asabi American say me Kwame Tete amegwa ha no. Nyame ne no kwa no nya platform so amewa eden amesi masi dream house anka enkwase asem kresi o ma me nkwala tim no mobobo ewi mponchi ni nkukogum anka enkwase asem kra ma me. Me bahantama kan sa sika over $250,000 I made 2 years esisa dan no. Anka me de akoy investment na mama me ho 5 years. Me kona chese betimi to sa dan esisa dan be se mienu miensa anan. Now so some nidi aye ni monenti adwen se etukwan ade epese ya ne so wo se esidan se ne be ya se bibi se kwa e nya bebi atra. It doesn't make sense. Sense ni se nyame wa adom na capital kra wo nsem wie a afe ne adekodi allies na me ba na me hu se eja na ebusuafo eja dankwa no ankyerɛkyerɛ ne nneɛma dade bi no mu a ehu se sika ekura wo sɛm no wodi investment a ade a ehia wa wodi mfie dubɛ no sika no bewia na adwuma no bewia de fie baako ebɛba ema na abro so nti abusua wa afe na wa ba no sika nya no adwen di kan sika no di kan ba first adwen kura o into aba wa sha nyame wa don na wa start se nya ska de wo so ye pa no best start your savings ebuebo sika no kakra nkra enti bra wo buabo sika no kakra nkra sika no start se eba no wonya mpanifo a ombema wonim de kakra niama wo beye wo fie betimi aboa wo enna meka se no na meka se mehunu ntembes nyame adom ma sha ase me ye rabbit kakra ma sha ase me guso ye two fence wo best starting so as I say eja dankwa best yes nail mami it is investment in your man ye kansa so onye obi wo fie ni papa wo fie a obetimi ahweso ma wo dia abusua wo ba akwantum na nyame tu wo se kakra beba wo se bia wo di resa ne ma no mu a enche abochi kra enye wo de enti abusua afi na waba de meka nyina se wo so sha ase na wo bu abosika na wotumi sie zika kakra kasika ne mu ye du kakra bia mpanifo wala so mema ndia kakra na che oni ama bia wo du sika remu a ebetimi aboa wa wo mbeye se maka akwantum because obi ti krom ha wache ene osi ụgbọ Ghana din cross Ghana befo nkwa ne wo adentia wantutu ne niam yi na me kwa metete de ade a me se ade a Ghana ya me de pa ne se du memre da betu me ka kompo ano na makotu me ka kompo ano na madware po kakra na maba anu kra apo ma me ne gia ma ne buru so ene mtiejuma mu sa eda ma to me da fia be se na minsa da na papa bi so waye adwuma 72 150 hours oda so tiejuma mu ye adwuma enti ebusa de mbe wie nyina ne se krom ha wa ba no de wo se wo di kan ye ne se wo be sie sika be buaska no kakra sika ne mu ye dura mpenefo wala mbe chew na ma bia wo de hu mu a ebetimi abrew ebetimi aboa se platform so de e platform e scafo platform wo ba so na to buase e transfer etie sua de a ba almost benya adesua bi nti ka se wo ko bi platform so a atanso ya mi tanka sa mi ti o sa la mi ko sa da de bi wo ba bi na kasa meti odi na wusua wuti de omo ka no me nkasa ansa wutia ebi baabi obansa wutumi bisa asem demo wo hya asem bisa asem ntempe hwe ya question no kra bia na wanya ansa no me na so tu obu a bra nipa ne cheche ne nyina no wo question no ansa be fi baabi aba obi di be back side we etumi move wo Ghana etumi koso wo Ghana etumi koso na kwen woni sa me kwa Ghana na me ni ka etumi kwa na mafa pragrade bi na me tini crofo sere me baga wo de jama ni ho akire no pa so me ni ka ofie because piagra na mudi nam kakra ntanso enne ni peka mi nsankra batimi di akofi te busu dem be nyanya ni se pomoden na sisase na buebu sika no kakra nkra sika ne mu yedu kakra mpo ne fe ma onim de ne nyama bia odu sika be fe mu a e ma woni be nwase kakra meka che ono no medase ku
Rakwa mi jina so na mesa about so abusuan for topic ni yen divert ye but question we so ya de a ehun hia pa
I
Let me
1 minute.
all nations akasa. I want to answer a question.
Game changer me about 1 minute. If I say your boy sister no na onusu at least e wo say me say wo follow me nche yinti wonya bibi kakra ansana obeya waye one thing so ameka ni say onye she say bia ameka say wo ma mi bi kra wa asase bi wo akurase a yesan kan bibi fa farming so ho wo bia mi fan say wo ni savings da ho a asase ne de da ho nti bia wo betimi anya obi a wo trust no no makoso no ma shase aduadua enema bia kube ana say palm oil ana other plantation wo so eno so eho no so ebeboa ai skuki na o kan bibi wi ana change abam
but I want to say when you about now but say was when you 50 plus me but I was one hour sipom
o so o tie o wi ana nka ye ma na yi kakra na ye the topic
me be bisa na say Kruben or what
all nations
Me pacho me wo Netherlands.
oh no, okay also was a 50 years old
and the fan say 50 ai
okay I feel no about Russia now buy a check
Debi me buy ya che. Now the question is as will be our own name investment.
yeah at the contia
Na
me bisa say I feel now about and now buy a check no advice na me de be ma no e different thing nti sɛ wo baa ya kyɛ deɛ a ɛne wo yɛ OG okay nti OG no wo futu a mede bɛma wo sɛ On say o pese o ye investment, unya adwuma bi ada. Pasha wa adwuma say unku bi adwuma unimu ye. Nti wo the best na be boa no say e wo so pa de e be cash flow amount. And for a business make koto ade akoto make bi store. Akoto ade akoto am obi abeton ansa na manya paso na boa on be di sika.
Okay, necessary nutie. So no obi oni trusted person e wo Ghana e na last
Enti
week yeah.
uni
Okay.
trusted person na.
Eh.
The be boa ne say pass ase. Kusi school ana hotel ana guest house.
Na ebi asika no
Okay.
woni a wo de ko sha ase asase ni.
On say tina me busa na say oba abu chirache obi oba abu chirache bia wo sika ka da ho.
Ende nye omu nyina o.
Okay.
Aha.
no
Enti no
ɛhɔ no na woyɛ
enyo
wrong.
bia no
Enye obi a.
enyo bia he
Eti wo ka enka na
enyo bia
kese
yeah
sa.
aha ngana
okay,
kete
enti me do fo.
Esi
So person investment a kofansa ase. Na ekoye adwene. Anase your friends at tilapia. Na pork farm. Now one man almost the cameras abobo. No pay data my camera no now to now monitor. The umbe can be an obeti and no mumbe wow.
okay. Yeda wase.
That's it.
Game changer.
Yes. Let me say
Show
for me to come.
show what we my wa hakaka.
Yeah, see, I want to say.
Boko.
Okay.
Eja
game
wo
change
na no go
anya me adome ho e
Okay. So first of all, one advice my mama will say. So person investors can not obi the business venture people bro. Say, oh, business we are. You should be very careful. Business I want to
yes,
see.
cause na age no. Ye ka na mo me age wise.
yeah age no
You
be a
check
factor
na time na expire. Oh. Na
Yeah.
fe untimi ye bibia bio. Nti animu animu ye no. Die
Yeah,
betimi abo na na nye bibi kakraka bia.
So business I want to see no. Men for can question. You will lose your
Ah.
money. That's one. Secondly, there were a lot of money instruments. There were stocks or your mutual
Na
funds.
last ye no. No
Okay.
ni ha.
Depending on how much we see we saving up to now. Okay. The stock market, mostly open stocks are growing stocks. Okay, stocks are when them say that should be our bright future. You see, our stocks are all into your AI stocks or your quantum stocks. Stocks na those until we share stocks are ending the current emerging market a movie. Now I then what will be kakra no bet matter no kakra. Most of the stocks with time in the next maybe 2 to 5 years it be appreciated very very well. Mutual funds also a very very good place out there. Usikashema unya returns. Stocks ni almost two type. There were stocks that mutual dividend. So maybe 100 shares a month biano. At the end of the day, the company no so yeah a jumana profit bar or chicheguso or chichema more stocks maybe depending on the percentage you own. And here normal stocks now as price na rising and now we can so question. Inti eno na yeah one of the things that currently we betting here. But
I game changer. Say I stock dividend no ni we no. I mean say no na ebe boa na kakra ntimpa. Maybe in 10 years time no wetimi build this kakra.
yes, okay.
Yes,
Obetimi aye na
dia he na nke ebe boa na.
obetimi aye ni na concurrently. Obetimi aye ni na what you say because ni na idea edisikaba. I mean if kakra.
And I saw
Aside that,
I mentioned there be account be for the pension. No save good.
yeah. I mean and also on. I mean depending on the our person auto stocks. Either say be our person auto stocks for Ghana na Bibisa. At least Ghana cry almost sounds like treasury bills. I think those ones need now a bit safe space. We see can with time and it be back account. But then aside that so business be our person we are sometimes better so we can obey invest in this things not in faso ebeba now the faso ni be your business. Okay, at the end of the day who are they generating income now on the long run. And sana, so person take another initiative. So obey our business now there. And also a beboa. It's time biano or cash flow. What you say? It's there. A long topic.
A
But
long
the
topic.
man basis ana
Yeah.
obi nso de bi aka ho.
Aka ho.
Queen kakra me de kan ma ne sɛ Queen yam sɛ me hyɛ ase me hwɛ be duru ha no na me hwɛ sɛ ne nneɛma kɔ no na me ni obi a wɔ fie obetimi aboa sɛ na yɛ ka yɛ ma me bia na otumi kɔ fie nko ade a ade a Queen me yɛ tumi bua me pa gya me nan so pa treasure bill ono ya de bia me yɛ na de a me yɛ no nso me yɛ ne such a way sɛ rovers every year na ro me yɛ no for 12 months nti me nkɔ sika no na me monitor on my phone so kwe ade eboa me papa ti me ko ya na me rover na me sika mfaso no me de to me service mu na scan na me to mu na scan mu ye du pa
Yeah, stock and share so yeah last week.
ai na sister nti na me kan sa no
Kasa obi na bisa question.
Eboa Queen
Afei na
eboa me
meka kyerɛ sɛ me fa obura na no ase
papa
kakra meba.
Okay.
Queen eboa me papa ebisa na me ni obi a wo fi a obeto asanse ama me ni obi a fi obesi da me project na me nya ne papa pa bi oba yankosi se me wa pese obekwa akohwe adwuma na ofi ansa na me sa dance na sika na eda ho no eda ho amfa so bia ne hu ma me na house to me save sika wa ha ono so to ko bank a omo ade bo interest kakra nkra be ka ho na Ghana de na medical to what treasure bill na me ye no e di almost 7 to 8 years Queen me ko na sika na mfa so no aye bebre za na sika na mu ye dru
Game changer
why?
Okay.
Inti the American nyina ne say so ni obi a wo fie oni me kan ebi ana investment bi wo ho a onti ase na ebi wo na ba afọ ebi wo na interest na ba fo be affect wa pressure bill de ono de ade bi a se wo fie se wo sika be da ho a uni obi a wo fie obeboa wo umpe investment bi e kan say rate na ba form into sika na ba form ayese ya am say no na ade bi a wo disca no show na wo yi wani kakra bi a wani be ba wo so na che say mfaso na wo yi po a wo to bi bibi kakra me kan ho no me da ase.
Okay.
Yeah, hello. Good
Afternoon,
Yeah,
success.
listen.
Mommy, 1 minute. Why?
Okay. Tinash stocks and our shares at say their company no auto. I mean part of the company. What I say, it is a company be auto stocks woman. A quantity of stocks. A treasure who only that part of the company. It is a company ni juma. Na mfaso ba. Omo chain mfaso no based on number of shares awo. Nti yamfa ne say o maybe a what 100 shares of a company. Na maybe yamfa ne say $100. Na company no e make it profit. So $100 maybe a bit may 1% of and 0.5 percentage of the total company no stocks. It's a profit omo benya no o percentage no omo multiply by o number of shares I will normally amount as on faso. Titina I know a short explanation.
Oh,
The other thing I'm person make can say usika wo ho. Usika wo savings are sika bia no with time no depreciate. Nti nya advisable say ube keep usika nyina wo savings account because at the end of the day no wunya hwe. Ade a bitimi aton de no. So our savings are in the next 2 to 3 years, you cannot even buy the same thing. It's better say we invest this kind of baby, we baby kakra also with time. That's it.
Thank you. Tinash, what's your say? Yeah, success.
Me pacha me timi bisa ma asem no.
Me pacho.
Oh, okay. Me te se na bra baako. Me te se na bra baako kasafa business in Ghana. Ona mo kate ni way no like most of pain and nsem na walk no. Na me very interested pa. Yeah, no, can be so ubetimi ebie hotel, school, any poultry farm. Me pa macha mo betimi amana to aso ama me kakra. Ni nti na me fro ye.
Yo, me search na ba why? Dina hodi. Eh, radio yasemo. Eric. Meba AC nya botre ma me 1 minute.
Mate.
Okay. Eric. Eric on mute who mommy why? She saw the me boy do man no. Esi we de kasa. Me yi nesi.
Aha. Oh say send me all nation back and answer. So that's obi here can about when you call Ghana witness to Ghana with me. But the Musa nation say
Cookie
investment
and
of person
Rabbi
yen.
now home patobra.
Your friend ye Musa nim say investment and I said the person yen. A person yen no Ghana not a person yen no baby or ten. Because say you who say or person yen no be or ten dear. You be who say my Rebecca. Ghana dear, you be who say my Rebecca.
Aha, ye can in no no one pick you obey ye frame.
Yeah, can you know
Yeah, yet mean decide manunti. Yeah, kaka cry all nations. See the no shy bebo no wa pick it. No aqua
okay.
police. Aha.
That's a main body age, no, or now we didn't care about the main means to be. Yeah, say, oh,
Pacho, my sister na woman chana me bisa ama no me tie
You.
program
Matthias,
no na wabaha aha na
Matthias, Matthias.
maka kire ne say ontie queen always nanka on want me investment in
Ah.
ba
Matthias.
unbelieve na me say real ade na wo ho
Unbelievable.
pa
Real.
yes
Oh.
yeah
Yeah,
ɛno nti
Matthias.
na me pesa obisa na sister million no ankasa tene me da se
Ta.
ɛne nkyerɛkyerɛ mu ne pa me da se
Matthias. Nifie na wedro no, so ekɔ enim, right? So the most the other start here and check and say and check or pension, right?
yeah,
Yes,
well,
I
they
know.
say, well, say pension is 67. They say, you from her. It is also my 15 years. I was all the co pension.
Good. Good. As a 15 years into so be all for a like the age and to be all like 40 and now say 30, right? When you need into no person or a business, right? Right now, sending an go for break a treasure bill. No. Treasure bill, a very good part, right? But me one of the advice they be making me a man and say, what's up from one actually, they be an Ghana, right? So person your business at home. And tina baby I want first can move be say me nipa ni din tin nipa ni nyeden en fa business na asema me upa scan go like o do me treasure bill no na say build there to some point to do pempen so bia wan ga fa plane na ko ukọ we din ka we akọ den akọ sovi hwe baby a person your business efu one of them right obetumi akọ wakọta asase so okọta asase a wahwe asase no wa ye won krata uya na wa ye den waba unya ska biem a wakọ set business no waba so asa uye wa jine say wo tena baby a wote no ay investment number 1 right ay business number 2 edu obi asha no a sɛ wonkɔ Ghana no mma ntɛntɛm so a nokwanya menim ni wobɛyɛ business paa but no obi na ha sɛ ɛfa ho mfa soɔ no yes treasure
Okay.
bill ne deɛ
Me nua
ɛyɛ
bɛrima hwɛ
good
me nkyɛ wa
paa
no hwɛ deɛ wokan
meba
ɔho ɔte hanom sɛ wɔ sɛ hwɛ deɛ wokan meka kyerɛ no but I say sometimes ebinom wɔ hɔ a yɛyɛ stubborn na to the sense sɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛtie asɛm anaasɛ queen sorry why sɛ yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ yeah because me tɔ bitcoin 8 years ago sɛ meka baabi a sɛ yɛaduru a ɛbɛyɛ ɔnwanwa but meka kyerɛ no a ɔnte nti mepɛ sɛ nka deɛ nti a me ba so na mebisa no mepɛ sɛ wɔn hu sɛ adeɛ no ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛwɔ hɔ a enipa bebree nim investment everything no business nkurɔfoɔ bebree nim ba osuro
Oslo di ani so ondi yo.
ehu wɔ ne mu
no I know ɛnyɛ saa o ɛnyɛ obia na ɛwɔ saa akokoduro na
Oslo
sɛ
di
yɛdeɛ
obeni na
business
sister o hwɛ me.
yɛde ton stocks
Sister o ti
so
ho o hwɛ me. Se
ɔsere
usura o boy so obeni na ho na age na so. Me pese obeni na ho na ukọ sisiro obi 5 pound 10 pound.
yeah
Why?
say ya de baabi a wadwe ka
Ya wani ne treasure bill cry ko ye bisiro.
ANC, me patron, person me them 1 minute. All
Okay.
nations.
So say.
Okay, the reason why I never even mentioned
papa
crypto is that who mentioned crypto and Crawford ran away from it. But it's one of the good investment that you can invest in. Okay. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solar. There are a lot of crypto assets. I mean, they have value. But before I buy investing, you know, I saw your research.
We are research.
What I say?
I wish I 40 Miss Lemon said, and last week here can a game changer in Chawano. Before I will be Ramuno, I was so young knowledge about it. In Vitic Preocupa and Casse, OBC saying you could download the app now, no akoto. Ukoto na usika kosia, minim hore. I was so your research, no young knowledge about it. As I know what shall say then.
Abusiafo amotie ye Queen sorry me pa cho wo.
She want me change me topic pa.
Tie muntie ne ye pa crypto no ye what time a ye de to.
There be you would say what the no twaso.
Yeah.
Twaso ho no ye encourage obi asa but before I be rem no sua ho nya ho nim di answer. Aye.
So last point. Investment, there were 3 different levels of investment. There were low risk investment. Okay, there were low risk investment, medium risk, and a high risk. High risk, if I saw a bar boom, but I know so better me lose sika. Okay, it is all about investment. I mean, we calculate. I think we should find time I be discussing. Percentage of risk or percentage.
And then me say I deal with the try na ye. Say the be amount for benya who knowledge about it. Last week Friday prior ye.
So the me the best here right.
That's why.
Yo. Okay. Enti sister ati wa o hwe me mesan ka biu. Enti na hwa na enko chesi buses at the age of 60-65. What's it?
Catch them.
And American. You see, all women, you know, it's the American. Now,
Queen. We the assemble women in America. Right. Now, I got to know me here, you man, I see it, America. You say, can the bar, me say, and yes, guy. But see me, I'm say, and the CEO, no, me say, come in, come in, the other one. And the CEO, the same, no,
Yes, you line na mute you. The line na mute, okay. Queen.
No, my God say we ain't me mute me now.
Okay. Queen. Where your name? Name on mute you, who mommy? Or the me boy you mo Tinash bread.
Okay. Kakra bi na me pese me da se. Nya kunya. Kakra bi pe na me pese me de ka ho. Generational wealth no. So bet me build their one. You should be very disciplined. Every month be a sika obenya be a, no matter how small or big it is no. You should be able to save at least some percentage. Either from 1% to 25%.
When they think about buy topic in to asoma me why are they pa?
You should be able to save some percentage for future. And only just for by the way. And you should also have to have emergency savings. That emergency savings near things like in case CBC or BBSC. This has happened. Now you use that amount of money for it. Then you should also go by your budget. So when you say budget senior, sometimes you don't have to spend more than what you receive or what you gain. Sometimes some people think salaries have been increased, so they tend out to spend more. But you've forgotten that salaries have been increased, but your transportation has also been increased. Other stuff. So we have to consider all these things. And now when it comes to business-wise, I also suggest in Ghana, like looking at we being here, no, you shouldn't go in for a business and you cannot really monitor it properly. And I say somebody can just wake up one day and say, oh, let me make this example. I stand to be corrected. And those on the platform should forgive me if they are into that business. A business like poultry farm. People can just wake up a day and then say, then that is all. Or more the normal frank feed, just for them to be getting ill and having other diseases. Not much. I'm a friends near idea, no more buy any idea. So such business, somebody like me, I will not go into it.
Sir.
Yes. But to me, that's why I said it's a suggestion. You can either take it or you leave it. To me, there's other businesses like embroidery. You can go into embroidery because you can have, when you have the embroidery machine, say your shop is at this location. You have your cameras there, you are monitoring it. Somebody is there. You can even have just one person there. You can go to schools, let the person go into schools, nursing training, or be your wedding, anything else. Now our specific logo I said, we embroidery machine no t-shirt we are, we logo no also. So you know the amount, things that you can monitor. You can, when it comes to farming, say I was saying pie rubber, very durable. You don't need much into it, but say new year you will receive a huge amount. And I will be yes. And I know your baby you just need somebody obi then if a farmer no call or monitor, you can monitor it. Obi call momo gusto ni ade obetime momo twa picture na wahwe se net here. There's no way asase a wo ye rubber plantation betime kwotwa obi ofuma momo because you know the location of your land. So betime ask mo obi so onkwhwe land no so say o rubber na esen. But what could be a provision store? How some of these things shouldn't be done.
No. I know there.
But me, I go into business, but to say, playground, to say, be one more per class, saying, maybe a home where na good lander, which my playground, for football in something that when you do it, you are not going to
try it anywhere.
Yes, you are not going to invest again into it. Just maintenance. Then that is it. Pacho, me break you over to me the best year, but my job.
Hi, dear pa. I want to make a good point. Thank you. Queen.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ejoso. Okasa no we true.
Sorry, me pacho te me nkan.
Aha, yete onka sis.
Me pacho
name.
I name. We de me pacho ade ba ku na me pese me bisa. Me pacho we need much about what do we call it? Is it liquid bottles or liquid bottles or whatever?
Hey,
yeah, to be
the bia me ba me ti asem foforo eno so ne de hia. Wo kote no way. Kana mi hu na mi misam yi. De ade a.
And also acquire investment be ubecha a yama hu. If it's every month you want to pay 50 pounds. 50 pounds, no, they will give you no direct debit on phone. So and me pacho UK has say
Sir.
So we are any much about that.
Where dear Queen Jina Hobe Sambe Chiremi na me de me kra me ntia se me ntie. Oh me tin new e bisa na me ho pre me. Na mpese me tie na me hu ne ekọ. Meba Eric, who will be ka? Edene bubuye. Eric. Okay. Pen line no mute. When put you. Aja coffee. Aja coffee brown mame.
Hello.
Asama gay. Asama lady ni kanu wate.
Inyo. Yeah, but most African at times it's easier said than done. Me wa farm wa Ghana.
Aja kasa me di aduane ma me meya basisi a o de kasa me ba. Queen.
Okay.
Pesa o chire mi mu yie why?
Yeah, at times okay. Or depend on On there is no one size fit all solution for all problems. A lot of metrics. Into personally, me was South Africa. Now me investment war ahanum onye them to go ejuma. Now my mistake was now my thorough research. In a kurusu most of one year one yama or harm. Actually time now 8 or do Kesepa or South African. We buy coffin manufacturing business. With the intention that since our eight were wood, by all means they will be looking for coffins. Now, Sana Ham wanted them. You can only sell your coffins through undertakers. Inti Mukobwe manufacturing company. Now, yeah, fundaka na yakodi showroom, yako display or not knowing. Until them, eventually I lost a lot of money. Until market BB there, a human say ma man found wishing. Say Nipakurun also there a diabe sikawoma, another diaraba sikawom. Na say ni hunyimdi man found sikanshim. Either there a besuya nehu, and also there but find all ways and means to know the ins and outs of that particular business. Inti to obin obotu mwebwe a double farm oboko diamond obi bobwe poultry farm oboko diamond obi su obobwe de nursery oboko diamond. Inti nina nye wankasa nhyehyɛ abɛyɛ dza ato hɔ na make sure that adwuma na rekɔ akɔbɔ enyim adwuma no mu ye. Inti mamotu maka nye dɛ business bi enyi hɔ a omo na business bi enyi hɔ oye. Sɛ de wonyama tutu ye dza oye. Amfa wonyama tutu ye a omo, and there is no omo ye bia. Do your research, do your due diligence, make sure you get enough knowledge about whatever. Because na obi oko Burkina Faso kafa n'infinity ina nena zeba Ghana bottom. Now the secret behind there, sana okwa was in dur, wadi wo papa itim baby was in eduru ashem. American motor. Enti nipa ko no share inasi in less than no time when you sika. Obi so church no no. Amusu makwa ka da medwume. Osisa no ska nyina okọ ba no aboka. Iba sama cheodin na ntwitin bodu Ghana na ni nyina ase. Amusu me advice am when there. Men say there obi baka there da medwume oye da medwume yo mo. The best thing you can do today Mosa ebin we di kan ebe to wo stock na onye shares na ebe ade na ama usika na da wo ho e na ta me drepere kofi a aja akwa aka ye me pede ye onti da mo so a ehwehwe obi a sebio obotum wa abo ma eyi adokra adwen hu wo wutirimu aye adwuma mo nti ma kakra mo so mo kan de obi a pede bibi a hwehwemi ye onye de amema ba mabaka de abe oye nti eru kwa ya abe ya nti me de man boss
na kwa ya be
yeah
nyami shraw pa daddy nyami shraw
yeah
aha queen afa de mama me mane lunch nti ka de o kana mi tie ni ye na asesen queen on mute hu mame queen on mute why you no mame oh I don't know you need yes
I think say be on ben phone no. Yeah, because oben
Ah, what
papa na
new
wa.
yi ba. Beka na ye hwe so obi so nim bibi fa ho a. 4 layers. 4 layers.
Hello.
Obi hu na kasa.
Pacho me kasa amoti.
Aye te on kasa.
Me das you me kakra aka Mr. Anderson ne eyino. E wo de Mr.
Okay.
Anderson ka de edwuma bia on de hu mi ye yansede ho ahyem. Ono na eda no na America ho asem de. Entum ensora enti bibi de rekoye. Because
Debbie.
onya wo na plan no ekita. Obi our master plan no ono no nim the ins and the out of the business. But you can really do well. Nede, obia one strength. Obi wa o sika bebre. Oni ma de kro mfenye. Obi so he has a wealth of ideas which can turn a lot of money around. Ebe masika na in millions. Obi so ho no ma ebia oye tech savvy. Onim how obi put processes in place obi ma ejuma na akodo. Wa eliminate waste, wa eliminate ewi na dame nyama ninia. This is where collaboration comes in. Ohonum na hia ne no nkofo no yenim ye. Obi so ye marketer. Onim how otonade oboton sisia. And most of these areas in here obi are natural born. It no on there started there ye collaborate yenim ye ho oh. I start now ye bobo ye ho komo. Then we strategize and we plan.
Aye. Yes, strategizing na your planning also. Yes, Remo. Obia follow obia fani sika nkomo obia.
No. Make that
Debbie nyo kwa wasem na make always. Obia fani sika nkomo obia obi ba se na metimi ambo say ya Debbie.
No.
Right source no.
Do it. Okay. Sometimes before you even try something like that in the ground, or in that work, we get your lawyers to come in. Say what then because we also we on ideas. Say what then your ideas go on or your wealth. Only thing that sometimes every certain meetings I was say or they sign a non-disclosure agreement because there are certain ideas that obi di mawa. Now, you can use your idea, employ people, pay them to implement it. If you have an idea or you have $1 million idea, say my American atmosphere. But yet now, you sign non-disclosure. Now, we float the ideas together and a plan. We can execute it. Obiabeye. But you knew me yet. Until you start the young boy, your own common. Obi owo idea beyond ebia the idea na mu. These are some of my areas. This is my specialty. Also what in it then you float yours too. Ni ahwe how you be kabo. Ono no be ma yakọ enim. Because oyetin the one with start a business only the men can that down. My business is baby I have failed. But I learned a lesson. Until next time those businesses require I will never fail. But in my situation, I'm going to me from Misika and Keshe Bibi, I'm not being Timisika because the Pakuna the business is Ofi the attitude Sikan would be majority of our people at home we swim in the money. I don't get it. The master never they make you know I'm fancy. Obi Okrenenka business plan. The moment you be so where do I come in? No one's a monka. It is a red flag. It is always a red flag. And your Bruce business. That's at the moment you start floating the ideas, you bend day. That's a nipakono na award the trenches doing the business. In this case, say you invest day. Yenya day, you burn it then. Say Mobeka. The moment one for one can anka bibian for not yet there. A human orphan, then I need you be discount.
Where is Canabasa?
Thank you. Inti yan starting there, we are working together as a team because yana your way. Majority of us have some wild ideas. Majority of us here have some good plans. Majority of us have some serious skills. We haven't even tried to monetize those skills. But the moment you monetize it, you are the next millionaire. Let's try and fail rather than sitting on our ideas. But start small.
Thank you, Pa.
Small.
Bye.
I will make it big.
That was it, Pa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jordan.
Oh, good afternoon.
Afternoon, meba. Neti say. Wait me akasa there. Oye.
Metimi akasa. Metimi akasa.
Okay, kasa.
The show BBA or platform no so.
Yeah, Joso.
Okay. Yeah, Jodo. The topic is how to build generational wealth. Okay.
How to escape from poverty and build generational wealth for our children.
Okay.
What I say?
Our first
you know what? Let me introduce.
Okay. So first of all, I will tackle knowledge and wisdom about we worker, parents, and I say fathers and our mothers getting me pass it down to their children. Yemba betimi akọ school, yemba betimi akọ suade, but say be am fa necessary me contractor. Na say metimi ADA on the field of contractor, we construction worker. I was say metimi pass it down the knowledge and the wisdom menya with experience me de ma me bana odi me chiba because it's inheritable, betimi inherit it. If my son is on that field. And one thing I was say, we should learn and get the knowledge of everything we want to do and to create more income streams. And why do I say I was here creating more income streams? There was seasonal sections every country and every place you find yourself, sir. There are events be a course where there can be certain things and you generate income from all these occasions and events are any permanent thing, but because it's an occasional, we can get income from that. And if we have this knowledge and we have this wisdom, we should impact our children with this wisdom. You be a contractor. When you are going on the site, you can carry your child along. Or as you are working, you will impact the knowledge into the child.
The child.
No, how this thing is about. Okay. And in the course of this thing, we have to tell the generation about the flaws of the work. We have to tell them about the errors of the work. Because sometimes we only give pictures. The fruitfulness of the work. You can't the side of income, but the side of errors are a bit happen and generational. So if we are building a generational wealth, I will say it's the good side and the bad side. Me fish farming for all my life. Now me say me adapted that language. Obetimi a doctor, obetimi a nurse. But aside being a doctor and a nurse, metimi pass it down that knowledge at your man. And as fathers and as parents, we should build connections for our generation. Though yembano mobano, yene ewo enimno, yeno yewo source ni mudeda. So we have to let them understand how to build connections. Because from one side to the other side, and I will build a connection. I will do baby I want. So you also need to teach your son and your daughter. Say na ye nipa eba chain for this work. Say it here, but ye mom only the fruitfulness of it. Say bia me wa poultry farm. Me kwa me the poultry farm ni bejano. Oni knowledge bia about the poultry farm. even how the workers are working, we need knowledge be about it. Say they do season where a bear dena and kokono yama medoni only knowledge. The only thing he has is the establishment. A banisa obefi because
Mabel. Dope boy was saying generation wealth is not teaching them a job. It's the mindset. Ni na ka hu bio. Dope boy.
David, and I said,
Wisdom now
asoma Jordan,
on the children and also ka hu bi. Nti enya ade ba ko pe.
asoma Jordan, kana wisdom na bi na waka no. Wisdom na bi na waka no.
Okay. Jordan to asoma me.
Okay, and as parents, we should go ahead of our children.
Knowledge nka ho sen. Wisdom nka ho sen. Ni nyina ka ho bi. Jordan kasa.
Okay, as parents,
agree. So far no watch the word.
I agree with both Obia now Jordan and Kanye.
Yeah.
That's also Kanye true. You know, just offer, say whatever you have to say.
Offer flow. Yeah, share the one na
okay, and as parents and as Abia, when we look forward ahead of life, now you revenues, new sources be it generating income. We should learn more and research of it. So now we can link our children to this kind of things.
Oh, Jordan, Gina baby, ye mami.
Hello, my brother.
Aha, Gina baby, ye line ne twetwesi. Ana me ha.
Hello.
Me ton kakasa.
No, Pena ya wo me na mete bibia o kan bia. Ane.
Oh, ane network ya den. Wasi Jordan Sambra. Na do boy, also when you disagree with Obi, me see brass rubber can so awoma. Do boy.
Says
teaching or case what you is the best legacy. Yeah. And
there's
one wisdom. Yes.
There's something that I missed out. Your friend said we can't say no kind no a train my dreams to see so. Jordan kind. Now,
I don't know near your own brand.
Young Colin, oh, I'm just saying something short. Me they can ya Jordan can.
Yes.
They have something. Colano na no. And Colano because omuni a dream bia on.
More than 1 minute.
Because in Colano at this beyond down they have some rich knowledge bia. If you are not careful, you might write them off. Me one example, me ba small girl. Every day we say me talk clock charms man. Say unim sa clock charms. Ogwana omo say charms. But me ba no consistently me ne bo business in komo pa. We did 9 afina we did 10 years. She kept asking me, say, mental clock charms. Now man talk clock charms at that. What are you doing with it? Sana winning. Afi me bisana. Na me bas small boy catch and say sana oton one school money mate. I'm saying what? And they are selling it. They are buying it from her because I share business ideas with her. It's catch and say, I don't know the Jessica. They have wisdom. Agabia, it is untapped. It is raw, rough diamonds. Sometimes, let's engage them. Or more ideas,
okay,
they just bring you something good.
I think say. I think say Doughboy Etro say generational wealth is not about teaching them a job. What I'm saying is not about teaching your children a job, but for the first place, before you give them the mindset, you have to obtain that knowledge and wisdom that will program that mindset you want.
Jordan network,
if you don't have that knowledge and mindsets, you cannot give them that mindset you want to give them. Because say uye sikeni na se wa bre na wa adapt strategies na wa pass it through life how to gain wealth. Na se wa person own share umba. If you not having that wisdom and knowledge on that field that helped you to get that, you cannot give that mindset to your generation. It wouldn't work. So that what I'm saying is the most important thing that we have to do, whatever we have within us, despite whatever the children wants to do in life, we must impart the knowledge we have onto them. Obi owa or your footballer, wa pass that knowledge no so their man the bani no the papa na be the icon.
Jordan, mommy, why?
Hello, Pajotinka.
Your line is breaking.
No, me tell Jordan Kappa.
And about your few side because
Queen.
Jordan, our line is
Yeah,
breaking.
Queen. Me tell Jordan Ka. No. Like me tell Nka. Queen.
I wish I for what in Kana and I say me ha.
And me tell Nka pa. Me tell Nka pa. Me never go to the one Nka.
Queen Pajotinka.
I say line is breaking. I feel that me
yeah, and the Queen through one because any getting I Yatenka.
Okay. Any kasa? What the kasa?
Okay, so what I'm saying
Jordan
is
kasa.
So despite whatever our children wants to do, when it comes to wealth does not have only one source. Whatever you will do a legal, I beg give you peace of mind that can generate income for you as a stream, no, as wealth. Sometimes obibet me selling knowledge, which is wealth. Or no on konko ye juma, just as earlier on Mr. Kofi was saying, on konko ye juma, but he has the knowledge obet me selling what you want to gain. And we should also help our children to understand. Say, it is good to go to school, it is good to be educated, but when you are not smart on the field of gaining wealth, unya wealth, obi or go school or nimde or nyansa obi bia, but oni adwenya ye de peska. Which because of life experience, parents ni be nyano. Omu betimi akire omo ma no, the errors of life and was at the same part almost so. Because if our children go to school and somebody say he wants to be a lawyer, that's when be a lawyer, he feels like in the life are ending. Meanwhile, only individual no or you're more precious than Adiana Wenyan. On your be man knowledge be say man is not born for only one thing. In Kaobet are presenting on another field. So we should let our children understand say life is not only about one side. You can go as far as you want to go. You see, and we should not impact into them. Say education is the only way to success. And naturally, omu ni madie parents ni force wom so mu go school. But senka odi some technical skills in the vocational skills be a rakolani from the early stage. And ka baby akolani bedu e be far more than say na odi ni go school. E ma ne ko bred in his wisdom so had mu adie. Because
Jordan, where them is okay, say me. What say we should not tell your man education and your
they say we should not only tell our children say only education is the way to success.
No, Oti. The truth is, I say maybe you are talking about school, but education there. They know about education.
Like I'm talking about the aspect of school. I'm saying say
school. Okay, education there. That means education.
I get you, Pa. I get where you are coming from. I get you. Because what we are doing here is education. So I get you, Pa.
Queen, I think it's you that your network is not good. We can hear. Yeah, we can hear both Jordan and Collins. Jordan, I also have to agree. Say education has got nothing to do with school.
No, like I was saying school, but I get it. I get it. Just as I said, what we are even doing here is education. So I get it.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry, Jordan, have you finished?
Oh, please, you can flow. You can flow.
Jordan. Queen. What I was gonna say is, fortunately, unfortunately, I thought I was speaking. You can't hear nobody, Queen. It's your network. Fortunately or unfortunately, I've been exposed to a lot of certain individuals that I find that there is no difference between the wealthy and the poor. The only slight difference is the mindset and the systems that they have in place. You will find that certain people that grow up in certain houses that by default become wealthy or do certain things is because they were taught certain things at young. It's not because that are built. Chasing money never really made anyone wealthy because we all know the uncles and aunties. Yeah, Queen, I think it's your network. I don't think it's anyone else. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear.
Queen, I think it's your network, so you might need to change to your Wi-Fi or get off your Wi-Fi. And
Artist on the host free, but you know you're free.
No. I'm saying she should go off her Wi-Fi so she goes on her phone reception, vice versa. Okay, so go on your Wi-Fi. Okay, so go on your Wi-Fi and see if it works. Okay, cool. Because everyone else can hear everyone, so it's you. Okay, cool. So, what I was saying is that from what it is that I found out when I was in university, there was an individual that I became very close to. And his parents were wealthy, but he wasn't wealthy. If you saw him, the way he lived, and then if you went back to his house, his parents had a 12-bedroom mansion on Richmond on the river in London. They had houses in Catfra and Nice that they've had for 25 years that I even forgot that they had. This guy, when I'm talking wealthy, their family was wealthy, but he didn't have money. But they gave him the tools for him to become wealthy. When we were in university and some of us were partying, this guy was trading in the stock market. That's how he made his money. That's how he paid for his university. That's how he did anything and everything, because when he was younger, he was taught, this is how you do. If you want to get money, you can pull money out of the stock market every day. Because of this individual, I started investing, and I've been investing in it for a long time. So it's things that are taught in the home and things and systems that are put in place for these people to be self-sufficient regardless of where it is they go. Whereas we are not taught that. A lot of African parents will tell you, oh, my son dear, I want you to become a lawyer. I want you to become a dentist. I want you to become an engineer. Those people are not wealthy. They get by, or they might have some money. But I don't know any doctor or any engineer that's wealthy that is just by job. No job is going to make you wealthy. If you're working to make your money, you're not wealthy. Your money has to be working for you when you're not working, when you're sleeping. When you are able to say, Charlie, I don't want to work for the next 5 years. I'm just going to explore the world. And you don't need to worry about it. When you know that your next 4 generations to come will be fine, that's when you are wealthy. There are rich people and there are wealthy people. It's 2 different classes of things. So these things Now that we are having the conversations as Africans, it's not up to our kids. It's incumbent upon us, the parents. If we don't know the language that the wealthy, not the rich, the wealthy are speaking, we need to seek them. We need to find out what their habits are. We need to see what it is that they do in order to pass these systems onto our kids. So when they grow, it's a norm. It's not a foreign language. My parents don't know what stocks are. When I started buying stock, they told me I was gambling. A lot of parents, and it's not their fault. First, second generation parents don't understand this language. Right? There's a lot of systems that are available that people are using as an everyday life that they don't understand. It's because they came here as foreigners, they toed the line and they stayed in their pocket and made sure they did whatever they needed to under the radar in order to do whatever so forth. And so many Africans have come that way that we don't get out of our own comfort zone and go see what's over there, what the Indians are doing, what the Chinese is doing. I mean, if you look at the Chinese primary school, what kids are doing, even the English don't do that. The Africans most certainly don't do that. So we grow up with the mindset of, oh, I'm going to university to go find a job. No, I'm going to university to build a business, to build an empire. What is lacking in my environment? Because really and truly, nobody becomes wealthy by working. People become wealthy by solving problems. If you want to become wealthy, solve problems, money will come. You don't need to chase money. It will come. So these conversations, sometimes when we are having, and as our brother said, it's great that you take your kid to school and all of that, or you take your kid to a job. But as you're saying, if you're a construction man and you take your kid to a construction site, it's a start, but it's not going to make your family wealthy. It's not going to make your kids wealthy. You're teaching your kid that he has to work hard. Wait till we tell kids all the time. But wealth conversation is a different conversation than taking them to work. Talking about leveraging is a wealth conversation. How do you leverage on assets? How do you use debt to build wealth without paying taxes? All of these conversations we don't have in our community. Like I say when I sometimes I'm on stage, how many of you are a registered company? Not your company, you yourself. Queen Ya, you need to be a registered company and not in the UK. The UK has many Isles, the British Isles as they call it. Wherever you live, go find out what your tax things are. You go register in the British Isles. You don't have to pay 20% income tax. Do you know that? Most of us don't know that. So we pay 20% income tax. Why are you paying income tax at 20%? You can pay 1%.
Se ebi wo ho no a yankasa ne yenti ase.
So yeah. So Queen, whose fault is it? Is it the government's fault or is it your fault? Say you've decided to leave your country, wherever you come from, to come to my land, and decided that you come to my land, but you don't want to learn the rules of my land. You just want to do whatever. So if I charge you for whatever, it's not my fault, it's your fault. Because if you know the rules, you can play the game as it's meant to be played. If you decide to be ignorant and say, as soon as he said this, so I'm going to do it. Oh, madam, give me your money, me, I'll take. We have to play the rules that they play and stop doing this timid thing, especially if you're here and you have your papers. Nobody's going to take you anywhere. Stop playing the game the way the game is meant to be played. Keep more of your money in your pocket because you work very hard for that money, and stop giving your money away. Most rich people, if you ask them for £100, won't give it to you because they know every penny counts. Most people will tell you rich people are very stingy. They don't give money out. That's because they don't give money out. That's why they are where they are. They don't give money unnecessarily. Sorry?
I was telling Maury, say, we are no abem.
Okay. They don't give money out necessarily. So if you want to start building wealth and be on the path to wealth, Find out how the rules is played in the country that you live in order for you to play that game. So therefore, you can be on par. Otherwise, you're just going around in circles. You can buy a house and a car and think you're living, but that house and the car are the house is an appreciating asset, but the car is a depreciating asset, and it's never gonna make your kids wealthy. So we need to have a different conversation than go and be a doctor, go and be a nurse, go be this, that, because we are all doing the same thing and none of us are wealthy that way. We know the game. We know how the rules are. If you don't know, go and educate yourself. And it's incumbent upon the parents to educate yourself so you can also teach your kids.
You are. What is English now? What you say? And I would say you're there. What is it? Obviously, we're packing our OTO brofuno.
Not bad. Oh, I'm not Obronio, so I don't know. I don't know about my English.
Okay, sis.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, more catchy. Why? What's the catchy? Otis, no, catchy. Our Tibat won't minka. And then you'll make sure from my soul, Nusunia, and to teach you, Miss Local Tree, my.
Actually, I'll try my best. And I think Otis said a lot. And I do really agree with him. But there's one portion that I try.
And I also teach you.
I'm a cheat, man. I'm a cheat, but there is out much reverse. But back could go on my pet as man, a yardren, but I'll twist a little bit because I think even generational wealth have a start, Historically, if you look at those who have gained generational wealth, they all started as being either blue collar job or professionals. So now the family was if you look at them historically, you see their great grandfather was either a real estate businessman, was a doctor, was a pharmacist, and then on top of that, they were also doing trading, building houses, selling houses, and doing all the things that brings wealth, right? For us as immigrants, it becomes very difficult for us to concentrate on just trading because you need daily income coming in, to make your bills, and home. And on top of that, you also want to take care of your kids. So sometimes I'm empathetic towards our parents when they say, you can do whatever you want to do, but at least have a career, Right.
Sorry to
go ahead,
interject.
Otis.
But what I was going to say is you are right. But if you look at a lot of the wealthy, not the rich people, the wealthy people, their successes and in terms of their lineage, they had nothing to do with it because the structure that is being put in place, it benefits them, but they can't change the structure because those that sacrifice themselves to build that wealth have put into place that it will span their generations and their lineage to come. The third generation came after them. If you look at the Vanderbilts, if you look at the Rothschilds, they can't touch any of the structure. They benefit from what was there. So if as parents right now, we don't know how the system is built, regardless of the job that you're doing, you're never going to be wealthy, nor are your children or your successors going to benefit from what it is that you did. Whether you are a doctor making $250,000 a year, if you don't know how wealth is built and put certain structures in place, it's not worth anything.
I do get you. I think my differentiation with your point was basically say wealth starts from somewhere, which is we as immigrants, most of our parents and our grandparents who just came. I'm actually in New York. I live in New York. And when I came here, I came to live with my aunt. And I remember my aunt telling me, I'm at a nursing school, right? And so I went to school and I did public health. And one of my aunt's friends was like,
I thought so. I thought so. Also, when I said, "What do you mean?"
Yeah, America.
Jimmy
Ade.
Yeah,
Saka,
but I
a
say, well,
why?
I
Ebe ya
mean,
say
never
me.
way. And me auntie catch
Esi.
me auntie, Adam for catch me say, I catch me say, man, I'm going to the Emerald for Juma, right? There's no way I'm a risk for many Juma, you know. But I was determined, if a white person can go to school and do the public health and rise through the ranks to do whatever they want to do, I can do the same thing,
Mm.
you know. And I cannot say it was easy, but it took me 5 years to become the chair of the New York State Council. Right? It's that's what I'm saying. Wealth, literally, you have to create it and make room for the generation behind you.
And she
I
say,
cannot waste
what
me
room
as a
to
person.
be yes, sir. I was a who pass
Yeah,
it on to children, me boy.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Aha.
But I can't, as a matter of fact, just say I'm going to be doing investment without having a daily source of income. You know, that's why I agree with Otis. Say we have to educate ourselves with the system so we can also play the games these white folks and the wealthy plays. But yeah, and we have a disadvantage to our side because they don't have to wake up 9 to 5 to go to work. You know, they can stay home and do trading 9 to 5. We have to definitely do some type of work and dedicate some time to educate our children and also see a bit bills. I think Otis, you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Oh, I fully
Yeah,
recognize what
because
you're
on say
saying.
ought to say one say me funny say oh that be about me chire bro for na se maye. On the rest me chire bro for na se maye. On say
Queen,
yes.
no kwanya menim ne media me te brofo wote no. Mo ba na mo ka brofo ya na e confuse me
O
ntimi
de do
sere
me
mo.
Oh,
chira se na
Ana
ba
mo
ti me worry.
Oh, AC,
that
That
might
be
patch you,
that be
pa.
A-
Home
about
AC,
manager.
I apologize. Why? I apologize.
all this bro for na
Ɛnɛ
dia
Patch
no
up,
de. But me ma mori
patch
kaso.
up, pa.
For mori uti bi katwi. Aha. On say asema mori kan na me sa me so me ne ya adwen ne say. Otis. On say yeah African parents you see. Enye nipa ni na na te stock and shares yes. Stock exchange. No bia na te ase. Enti won de ono te ase no. Oh. We men ono be fa. Ono so e de be build wealth. Amane.
Uh-huh.
E ho
But
na Mori so e kire mu no.
uh-huh.
Otis
So
what you say?
yes, but
Ha.
I'm not saying say everyone go and study
Enye
stock and share.
yeah everyone.
What I'm saying is at the fundamental, we know what works because we all heard of these families. We know, for example, how many black
Right.
families do you know that have a trust? Majority don't even know what a trust is.
Otis, and your trust, how many black persons
Insurances.
invest in buying a property here, house here,
Aha.
life
Okay,
insurance,
so more.
stocks, bonds,
Enti
mutual funds. You say,
enye
yeah.
African parents no.
So like I
There
was saying,
has to
so
be a way I yes so ye betimi aye den.
okay, so
After we be a man kwala no.
okay, so simplest way I'll tell you is this: go and find a lawyer and get yourself a trust. Yeah, go find it. This is the simplest gameplay. Go find a lawyer and get yourself a trust. Once this trust is done, get yourself life insurance. Make sure the life insurance is about £1 million, dollars, I don't know, cities worth, wherever you are. I'm just talking UK because I'm based in the UK.
Mhm.
Make sure it's a million. Put that in your trust. You don't have a million, but your trust is now an asset that is valued at $1 million because your trust is now the recipient of your life insurance. You don't go
Not
to
just a
the
trust given. It
sorry.
has to be an irrevocable trust.
There
Because
are
in my line of business,
uh-huh.
yeah, there are different type of trusts.
More.
In my line
That's
of
what I,
business, there are some trusts that
That
people have, and then at the end of
yes.
the day, when they pass away because they have debt, the government can come in and take some
Uh-huh.
here in USA. But if it's an irrevocable trust,
Mori
you don't even own
Kachi.
the trust. The irrevocable trust, trust beneficiaries no more they are sure monsano. And I am
Okay.
modia and Tinis and Yamen for Samba. ufiri mu a aban bi antimi ma meka sɛ bi a ode meka na wantua we nti ba bɛgye sika no bi afro trust them, right? And
Uh-huh.
you know nnwuma nkɛdɛnkɛte bɔ no ma you can build generational wealth ama yɛne yɛn mam abra yɛbɛtumi asan yɛ adwuma akɔ aba tumi atwitwa yɛn bills, you know. By doing that, you know, which means setting up or man or family for them to have a little bit of a freedom to do more of investing and less of doing the 9 to 5 work. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why I said trust and they should go see a lawyer is because depending on the country that you are in, different rules apply, and I don't want to say specific ones and people go and do certain things because you need an advisor. That's why I said go see a lawyer. I don't want to tell you what kind of trust to get, but get yourself a trust and let them explain to you. Get the life insurance, put the life insurance in your trust, and then leverage the trust, borrow against the trust, because now your trust is worth something. You can borrow against the trust. That's the easiest way to get a big loan. Use it to build a business, use it to buy a franchise, use it to do something. I'm not saying go buy a car, go buy yourself a new wardrobe. These are some of the games. If you pay attention, a lot of people don't like Elon Musk, but he gave the gameplay away. He leveraged his Tesla shares to buy X, and he didn't spend a penny. And because he didn't sell any stock, he doesn't owe the taxman anything because it's dead. People don't understand the games. It's right in front of us, but people are not watching and understanding exactly how the game is played. When you understand the game, it's very easy to play the game, but you have to be a part of the conversation.
Okay.
Prinya, I just want to say, sir, I've learned a lot.
Mommy, 1 second. Maybe beside question be more we are now unstoppable mate. So me so can life insurance be one no above. I had more say when what is the more can ye or more live in me fan say Europe. Say I didn't program no yes Europe for Ghana for so Eddie ka ho. Nti omo Ghana no parents no almost so I advise Ben na wo a obetimi de amomo Ghana so in general.
Okay.
Because your mom
Queen, yeah, me papa wa Ghana. Me papa wa Ghana. You know, and I can say about bra, and then he was able at least give us some type of generational wealth. Not what he had wanted, but Konya could be my baby. But in terms of making sure, say, na me fasa mbo no no ma, mini nearby be okay there is there. You know,
is there.
The value of building a house now is expensive, but that time he was able to build some houses and make sure, say, at least it be a baby atina. Building generational wealth is not just leaving money in the bank, but as I say, I don't know how to say that in Chi. They be as I say boy ekoso. In the so as I say 20. The value alone of that land, especially was as Accra, Kumasi, this big cities, you are worth millions and millions and millions of dollars right now, right? And I think say even for younger families, are more Ghana no. We Juma, and yes, say they be all this kind of a bedroom when now more now we'll try videos. Try and save some. Try and buy some mutual funds in Ghana. You know. Now, and then in Ghana, cry for life insurance or Ghana. Try and do some life insurance in Ghana. So, and you life insurance card. Some people even put some money down for their burial. So, it come down at next. Right. So, try and do all of these things. So, at least who are bad in Miami, we don't know. They will have the peace. Also, do your will. Your will.
Obi wo ha na say o ye wo na no fu say bi o bewu nti na o ye wo so ka enye sa na tie aha obi wo ho no aka so onko ye wo la obi ka cho say e aden wo pese mi wu ana na me nko ye wo.
All I'm saying is if you sit down even in Ghana share some of these investments opportunities we are talking about here in Abuja, UK, USA, in Canada. they have something equivalent to that. Ghana. Ghana has mutual funds. They have stocks bonds. My form would be brave. I'm not a bit surprised though. Right?
They
It's
do mommy phone.
yeah. It's there are ways that you can also build generational wealth savings, which is something that unfortunately for young before we don't like doing. It's
Oh,
yeah.
more. Sorry to cut in with this. This one day, I won't let you tell my people. In the sense of savings is the worst thing you can do. Do not ever save in a bank. If you
No,
think
no, no,
about
no, no.
it,
I think artists, you're getting me wrong. I'm just saying, sir, we don't even like savings.
No crying, no
You're saving the popcorn when you're scared about your investment. That's what I'm trying to say.
but here's the thing. So if those of you, even if you got £500 that you want to put in a savings, find yourself a mutual fund to put in, because if you put that
Exactly.
£500 in a bank, they'll give you 0.1, 0.2%. Look at the rate of inflation. You're losing money.
Much.
There is no point doing savings. People don't understand that conversation.
Yeah,
So
man, now, even if there is 18 years savings, I better cry your scapra at the bonds. Let's talk. That's what I'm saying. You gotta start also a discipline. We have to be disciplined in putting money aside. Me, my dad was very strict on me. On my miskabia, I say me yeah fabi tour at the end of the 2 months. As I say no nya na ya. Me si da me nya 20 cities. Then or the yankoto at there. Then what on my 40 cities account. Into na the be manage some years into because I know say see come market I'm gonna get double or triple sika of mama this save here. What you say? It's not. I feel like it built my momentum on how to learn the culture of savings and making sure that they be a muscada or many be I could put some in bonds, stocks, mutual funds. What I say? And auntie, the same thing now. They have something similar. Ghana and so.
Okay.
But me demand no na me man and also chance na mukasa. I really,
Okay.
really have learned a lot from Otis. Otis, nice seeing you.
appreciate you, sir.
Okay. Unstoppable.
Hello.
Emilia.
Yes.
You say
Good
what you
morning, everyone.
evening waha. Me we say
Oh,
what
okay.
life insurance be e wo form honum.
Okay.
So betimi aye they are building generational wealth for your children.
Me bacho yes, me
Cheche kakra na
me a financial educator here in the United States.
Oh, okay.
That is what we
Me
do.
na kromen twumra ha na be chirechire. Aha de ya ye free o, yen diska. Nti.
Aye.
We free ah.
Oh, that is the purpose, to educate people and then help them put things in place. What they don't
Yes.
have, what they have, we help them understand what they actually buy.
Npa
And
choka
then
tree my salty tree. Aha de tree na ya meka. Ai.
okay.
Ya ye
Nti
no
ye
de
dey say yɛkyerɛ nkurɔfoɔ nneɛma a the tree no
Enema aye
like life insurance no sɛneɛ the tree is gonna be really hard.
Hey, what they can that be be chirem.
Okay.
That be.
Gotta be pressure.
Me
Today
tell
you
her
go
to munya butre
Auntie won come we chirem.
That I've been patching me the best frafra no ebiana mentumi anka. I think yaya manaka ho hunti you flow better in the English language.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Say na yes so aye mere wa kwa yesisi aye ntimi. Yes, you bed.
Oh,
Die,
don't do
you
that.
know, for be. Okay, so actually, just like to a car insurance, well, to the value of the price of your car. Okay, into say better life insurance as well. You buy according to the value of what you have. To say the into ABR, say mortgage, and the mortgage is about $300,000. You have to buy a life insurance coverage around that sum. Because say bibi toa, that money can cover that. Send a financial burden on the family. Yes. Will be bad, yes, because water a cover on hono. Sikana would they ba editria say bill no. Unni why that money is not gonna come. Will support our the boy ebusiano. When you're no more, the family is not going to have that. If you buy that life insurance, it covers that financial burden for the family or ma anywhere and now ukunu anywhere. Either way, it is not a one-way thing.
Life insurance unim said uye bi won and I say
yes.
God that from me do be ba no life insurance.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Me life insurance, and then we do other types of investments, debt management, and how to 401ks to understand your 401k, Medicare, Medicaid, and all that. Trusts, will, and all that.
Debt management, I no yeah, say. Debt management.
Debt management. To say ubi a what a car.
Okay.
Debt management. Yes.
That'll be the English is not English, and how you gonna translate this?
Say debt no. Not mantini.
No, debt.
Yes, because mantia say ya minti muye.
Me that's the debt management.
And life insurance so come
Yes. Yeah. So we do everything that has got with growth, safety, tax advantage, protection. Into you trade the types of tax brackets are where to save, where to invest. Well, and how to build your emergency funds in case of say you lay off where you remember your real, something or your car breaks down. We teach you so that you don't become dependent on credit cards. Well, so that is what we actually
Pikimu ba kono on educate you because they all can I think say ebia hu hia because bibi say debt management ade a hu hia na me sure say educate you
debt
management not debt
management tell us why educate you may sure say a man for bebre de ka obuba brochire na no makose saka guo mu so enipa bebre nti ama wo mu hunu say chekwan kro mbefa so mu diska beto nti me sure say
me what topic bi crash ho no ma debt trap.
Okay, so can I
like loan na ye debt trap am I enti menya ni say ni de me say that na be ye me yi no.
Queen, can I speak with unspeakable force? Was it
unstoppable? Just call me Amelia. Just call Amelia.
Okay, Amelia. So, sorry, did you say you was an advisor?
I'm a financial educator, like a life agent.
Okay, so perhaps maybe you can break this down more because I know a bit of game, but I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just got it structured. So the way me and 6 of my siblings done this were thinking of the next generations. We all took out life insurances and we have a trust in the family. So if in the event of any of our demise, the money gets paid into the life insurance. The life insurance then pays the ex-family that has lost the individual a certain amount, and then the rest is left inside the trust, which is invested in the stock market. So it just cycles round. Because there's 6 of us, is circa, over 10 million worth. So at some point, death is a certainty and is the quickest way to build wealth for our next generation without us even having to do anything but keeping up our repayments. I don't know if that's an option or something that you can explain to.
Let's say that be kind, Emilia, I saw the ever insurance in Accra, and I'm one of the
Okay.
I said, yeah, the America, I know an artist, a social person.
Okay.
My name fire. And I said, the artist, a car, and say, anyway, my Emilia, and fire from so will be a better.
Let me give just the basic fundamentals of life insurance and the types now you want.
And not the one artist.
Okay. You will just 2 types of life insurance. You will term and a whole life. Term insurance, no, the number of years are opese ranging from, I think some is 5, 10 up to 30 years. And that is basically for when you pass on, they pay it to the beneficiary. I will be designated. Oh, the quietness. Okay. So that is practically it. And then the whole life insurance comes with what? Some living benefit depending on how you write it and what cash value. So
sorry.
Oh, okay. So practically life insurance say what need be for the future depending on say what to as I initially said of $500,000. You have other assets that do. You have your car note as I say with you. Mind you, if you pass on and nase won't or car note in year. Now we need the car, they will come and take the car away. And you say we won't yes. No matter how much I wait if you don't continue paying, they will take it away. So you need life insurance to cover all these aspects. Send a yembe to uncle. Yembe ji fee in few or yere ne wo mansam ana okunu ne wo mansam. Other loans
so was bebre so to time obewu no e car odi nti na o makoji na japade nyina.
Exactly. So one thought life insurance to protect the assets now. Onye free where that's how they lose everything. Because say otiase dia otumi ko okoba eye adwuma edi twetwea. But when you are not there, who is going to do all that? Okay, and life insurance is what tax free in the United States has it or death proceeds to the beneficiary. So imagine if you don't have it and the person passes on, there will be nothing. And sana bringing people down. We're raising a family to the top, but onye free mope not everything crumbles down. There was no planning. Depending on what you want, and your age range, any affordability, you have to make sure you can afford the policy you are buying. Term insurance is good, but mind you, it's a time now won't free more. You may lose it because the renewable, boarding. Yes.
I was your format here. Comment section for Oracle. Yeah. Immediate was my comment section.
Okay.
We are ever phone program no.
So term insurance no.
Hey, obviously want last year.
No see. Debbie. Why not want to you know? Almost me what?
I am said the want to ask you and say, or can't set time no as soon as a woo free one. Now we one.
I know one year a Japanese no.
No, Japanese no. Term insurance no. On say a policy. Ebia who decide omoni obe agree say ebia a year 20 years. 20 years and I will decide this will be to me here. But within the 20 years no. So when free more, you actually lose it. Some are convertible, okay? And I say renewable, but they are very expensive. To renew them, no, they are expensive. But no full. Until most people know a toy no.
There's a life insurance no to build a generational wealth no. Who's to say anyway? Because
very good.
Me to ama me mano. Man yet man plan ade ni year. Me free mo a.
No, so what no within the time frame now what top policy no. So if you out of 20 no. Okay, until I make us you 2 types no. I'm just talking about the term. Until maybe I'll go to the second one no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the term insurance is what most people know. And also na air for until obi a no wakakoto term. Or say me life insurance. But ne ni beba na hoso no na ne time or the toy no. Na abetwem. It's not that so tiase. Na go waste. Yes. Exactly. And on the water ebia impofum or whatever. Well, we are told now within 10-20 years now we're free more. Okay, I know that you good. But when free more, that's the negative side of the term insurance. No. And your whole life, no.
Okay.
Your whole life. And only there you buy it to cover your whole life.
Yes.
And no limits, no any so. And then no. You will talk with riders and it sounds to build the cash value. It won't. And now you can even use that as what? Your pension plan. If you build it well. There is this new policy at Ewo Honoma. It's been there, but most people don't know. I don't know if some of you know about Universal Index Life, like IUL. Index Universal Life. And on a board in Kakra. But it will living benefits. To say it yare abia. So when you have chronic disease, long-term care, you can put all.
What is okay? Dr. Tina Bekawa.
Yeah, it's the same thing that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, for me, if you're very young or in your mid-30s and 40s, that is something that you should actually invest in. You should invest in an IUL. You have safety, you have growth, you have tax advantage and protection. So you have, and it comes with an index, which means they invest some part of your premium on the stock market to give you growth. So if you want a potential growth of your money, that is where you can also put your money to grow it. And I will free Monsua, they give it to your beneficiary. They say, be a fan is what top to another $300,000 policy with an IUL.
Na me bacho
Okay.
E can't wow be teacher now what time is kakaka na kumum.
Debbie.
You can't want out to yes, sir.
A monthly premium.
That's
And
okay.
now say depending on how comfortable that opposite would be share.
Okay.
And you can either pay monthly every 3 months or 6 months and now 1 year. A flexible premium payment method. That's one.
Good. So my
It is said it do maybe not say who was KB the whole now. Root of picking up that 4 premium. Okay. Alright. Nti edwuma bi na se wo your friend is saying sika bi da ho na enye for emergency fund na extra money you can also put it in your IUL for growth because they credit you an extra like and you don't have the downside of the market which means to say stock market na crash na your money is still safe.
It's still safe. Okay.
Yes.
And you know your bank too.
Exactly. And the worst of it all is what? Not everybody qualifies for it.
And
you have to be your health should be good, your weight and other stuffs to also be good. And sana oma the amount. So it's not even a guarantee that you get it. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that's an AE with it. It sounds like it's too good to be true, but it is.
That's the reality.
It is one of the powerful things on the market now. And it was just the whole life that you pay for your normal insurance, and then you have cash value in case you want to surrender it. But term insurance, no, you don't have any cash value if you want to surrender, unless you say you want to sell it. After certain 10 years, you can sell your term insurance for the cash value. Some companies are buying it too. Life insurance is an investment vehicle. Enya dia utwa utu like ebeko waste unless you don't pay your premiums. So you pay your premiums and they guarantee you the debt proceed. That is practically it. See, we all need to have this, and then we diversify in annuities and other stuff. So yemfa yesike nyina go one place. That will teach you how to put your money here, there, and get the maximum that you can from the system. So yeah. See, if anybody has a question about their
question so
insurance.
far. Bex is here, yes. Coffee?
No question. Boko now.
Boko.
No question. I mean, no question necessarily. A suggestion on what she has just said.
Okay.
I think the life insurance a very idea we should all consider taking a look at it as one of our investment options. Memo German. I'm currently in the process of structuring my life insurance. And I understand how it works a little bit. One thing I can say, me call Ghana so. Now me could be about life insurance in Ghana, especially life insurance with death benefits. I say our cash value. Yeah. But me call so many insurance companies, so they didn't even understand what I was saying. The only money say insurance.
Wait, so what you see to one? I
couldn't do it. The idea was that I can pay some life insurance and mommy. Not that like life insurance with death benefits. And then of course with cash value I meet me borrow against it and use it for also investment purposes. I'm explaining this animal they I couldn't do it. But I was just scrolling through my phone and I'm able to say more discuss it. Very, very, very exciting.
Life insurance.
Very good. I think, sir. Ghanaians are all diaspora. Just like one of my brothers, this is a way we can use to build generational wealth. Seriously. We should consider it. We should also make sure that it's properly structured. And I'm talking about the whole life insurance. What death benefit has value.
Term me emwame. Me ankasa mpese me yebia. Eno emboame.
This is a good topic. This is something good I discuss as Ghanaians and I say as Africans in the diaspora. I think that we should keep on talking about these things. Nyama we num na betimi pushy up there. And when we do this, one thing I also put across BBC, we should document it. If, for instance, you are looking for a generational wealth, I say, oh yes, so you should document it so that you take them through, they understand what is going on. Say, they can build on it, and then they get to the level where say there is generational wealth in this family. And I say, oh, fear, and I say, oh, sins. And the Kakam person they come, and I don't know.
Okay.
Queen, can I just finish what our brother just said when he says document it? A lot of us also start these processes, but we don't put a will in place. We don't put things in place so that if something happens, we know, the kids know, people know how it is that, instructions are given. Because if you do a lot of these things, a lot of the times as children, when we ask our parents, they will say, oh, this one is in Penyinsom, so they don't want to tell you. Even if you are above 30, 40, because you're still their kid, they don't let you know these things. And these things become critical when you're grieving and you need to sort out things and you don't know where anything is. You don't know any passwords or anything of sort. So it's conversations we need to have with our kids. It's conversations we need to have with our lawyers. So in the case of any eventuality, they know what it is that they're doing.
Okay.
The artist, any the brother and Becca, any almost the same. Say, I'm from Yinano. Yeah, more modern say. And ye may be a ye, investment, and I your Japadi be a secret ya. Ye ne ye moframe any home como. Because and color could questions ya, or ye Becca to we and Peninsum in Kawantum. Na a chinani bibiko kusia. And Colani nim a coin on Befasua, or Munsabeka Sadian. Nti aya ye awo for ye bibi sa ye ma lawyers for no emrem na ye ne nkwala no so eni nkomo no wo madwene enkoso na bibi kokosi a aboa yen na nkwala na timi adi akire
ye da wase pa farmhouse mama wa she wache kasabi mama wa ana utie
and I meet you, and I think that Bibia Obia can be a trust move. But
Mr. Pause, mommy, 1 minute, Mr.
Okay.
Also, Papa, what's your baby can?
I not said so. Is it autist?
Yes.
Or can be say as I say, your man, aware of what we have. Into for the life insurance, no. So what life insurance? You have to have somebody or aware say who was said in case you say we free more send your mobile to me claiming because the life insurance companies don't come looking for you. They don't come unless they be our agent one-on-one. That's why we want people to work with agents one-on-one who actually have contact with you, have a review with you every year to see how your money and other stuffs are going. Say nipa sano onim your person to contact and say ebase unya default in payment alert no and obe contact directly. Okay, say BBS or no be finding out to say ABA BBS and she or he can contact
follow up number
obey the honama. But so a bank and I say online no no one can swim me as not without any understanding bebree na efim insurance no
Akam.
yen claim ye. We have a lot of unclaimed life insurance proceeds. Yes. For the meantime, no. For the meantime, no. It's like a lapse. Their policies have lapsed because there's no payment going on. Edaho. Until say the person who is the beneficiary finds the document and bring it up and bring a death certificate. Say yes, na any time na owu ye no coincide with time now stop payments now. They will pay the proceed to the beneficiary. Indeed, people should be aware and also keep people informed in case of the event say BBC senior usikano and call now or family bre whilst you had life insurance into kaka
Thank you, farmhouse mommy.
I think that what your sister can is a Siano. That was one thing I also wanted to add to it. But I just as said, a whole life insurance, the whole term, no. Say, sometimes don't focus on the benefit itself. Say, it's a 1 million policy, to make 1 million policy. Most of the time, a lot of people lapse because benefits now, you know, it's maybe but you cannot pay for that. So you cannot pay for that. I think that one of the things that me personally, you know, one thing I considered my money age. In my age. It is also not say they are in college, they are doing well. You don't have and share a bigger policy. So unless our investment properties do or you want those policies, which most of the time, you know, if you have some of those things it might be in attorney sense and stuff like that, and they will advise you on that. But it's very important to ube choose policies based on my age and your situation.
Affordability.
Yeah, just yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, farmhouse can say a question yaba. Farmhouse mpacho mami 1 minute. Emilia, nanti o semi ko choose a whole mechanism. Whole life way no. Na ebia amount bia o se mitua mfa se bia mitua $300 every month. Na me fan se bedu baby na madwuma say na mintimi ntua. Na se bia me fan se matua be 5 years a. Sa 5 years no me hia o mo de be ma me ano mbefa.
Also you be a friend say want to mean chance say ujai. It is flexible. You catch you say your flexible payment method, which means me when emremu yemawa say you can say be at $300 na ubetia. You have the flexibility to pay $500, $1,000. Okay, say emremu yemawa. Any dream may be so na niememu nya. You can go down as $150. And the dream may be so not any cry now feel say you just call your agent and your agent calls the insurance company and they will use your cash value to run your policy until so now I start just saying pay. Yes.
Oh, and I said so, flexibility room. Okay.
That is it. Until people don't know about that.
Farmhouse to us, mommy.
Oh, okay. And I also generational wealth, you know. One of my say it shouldn't always be maybe life insurance, and I say because I know so where we come from, you couldn't was manage na so to me, you know, real estate has produced more billionaires than anything, right? And see, for us, you know, I think that for us as Africans, you know, most of the time, you know, one thing we don't focus more on is how we invest in real estate. Sometimes they do say that real estate is only say, yeah, my third dime, it goes further than that, right? So, but third dime, our neighborhood value no and grow no. Invest that money in a neighborhood if you ever say your neighborhood go out or down, you get a massive house, right, for maybe $100,000. And that same $100,000, no, is buying a 3,000 square foot house, right? That same $100,000, no, is probably going to buy like a 1,200 square foot house in another neighborhood. If that 1,200 square foot house, no, in another neighborhood, no, it's a good neighborhood, I would say invest there rather than buying that big house. Because there are some houses in some neighborhoods and value, I mean, it doesn't, that's only why I necessarily you move say, oh, free money, the money, so I'm pay dine and I said the money, there's no value. So there is no value.
Oh, my son told crab or cat.
Well, my boka, so a branca was sassy can with the toy dying, it's made American say. Men focuses here, generational wealth there. Men focusing so much on baby we are comfortable with, right? Move to the other side. Move to where baby yes. Me I always say for baby usha and I appreciate more. House side doesn't matter.
Farmhouse, mama ka asem ba control.
Okay.
Someone said life insurance is what? For risk, okay?
Yeah.
Like when you the unforeseen happens, let's say you have a real estate business, you still need a life insurance to cover it.
Well, it depends. It depends. If
no, the entire maker say you still need a life insurance to cover it. BBC ya. Wo na we main we say now. What if something happens to you? The banks will come for the property.
That's very understandable. But that same real estate,
how many people, Mabel, how many people have cash down to invest in real estate? Most people do through loans.
That's why our community needs help. We've been told that with no down payment. We've been told, there's a lot of things that we get told, but you can't what is really inside of what is being told to us. Because
Farmhouse,
yes,
I am not, Mabel, I'm not just a life insurance agent.
Yeah.
We do mortgage protection and all those kind of things. And a tray how we take mortgage, to me a reduced payment like length, to say a number of years necessary. We just show you how you can do with me a channel in a shorter time.
Yeah.
Well, but we tell you, say everything can happen, and you don't wait for the worst to happen before you lose everything. And nothing you to insurance no, and nothing you to car insurance no, and yet because say you're driving. You see a accident.
But I'm not saying that I'm not disputing the whole life insurance. No, I'm not disputing. I'll be lying if I dispute that. But I'm saying that would not be our only source of generational wealth.
No.
There are other things that you
there are other things. Oh, yeah.
Sunday investment, of course.
Now, I think said yes, it's American life insurance, and I think it should be the basic, the fundamental. What we can do is that we can use the life insurance as a leverage to invest in any other area that we want to invest in. Said the name, brother, I think say Otsibu can before. You can leverage your life insurance. You can, and you can use the money to invest in real estate. You can invest in transport. You can invest in oil. You can you can invest in the stock market. But overall life insurance, or bigger leverage than who are winning life insurance at all. All he needs is to leverage his life insurance and then invest in other areas with the money. So what I'm just saying is said they're not Mrs. So I can. Yes, life insurance there is just the basic or the fundamental, Oh yeah. But some building generational water. You can use it as a leverage or a debt tool, if I can put it that way. And with that, you can invest in so many different areas or sectors. Whatever generational water person will
bet me a building. Thank you, Pa. Farmhouse that was senior.
There was another even product called your friend annuity. And also one of the vehicles I'll be to that building.
We spoke
Well,
about that last time, remember?
Yeah.
oh, okay. So we
But
do annuities as well. We do annuities as well. We do 401k rollovers and all that. College savings and so education.
bless you.
Sometimes we are even looking for people to come and learn for free, but people are not even ready to come and learn. Yes. My company does that for free.
Yeah, my platform TV. Yeah, I ready.
Oh, Queen Patrick, oh, him fan.
Me or UK.
Oh, UK. US half. We do it most of the time for free to come talk to people, see what they have, what they need, what we can help them do. Obi wa be shan kwa no na oni hwee. Tutumo say oni anything about financial education. So we have to teach them to save and then start investing. Yeah. The education is out there. We just have to learn. Yeah.
Eric also.
So far.
Shall I be my You know one is chassis, then I'll become from.
Ogu sa betina meja wo ho ye aduane kakra. Ntina na wo.
Okay. Lady Bramu.
Good afternoon. They are there. Na shimya. Me ko adwuma na me ba ma bedam.
Se maka say ye. America na ye to know.
Me ya papa ma me see lo. But me pato madaroma. Me question kakra ne say. Ye movie wo hono ma. We don't have the basic idea with what is good. We have interest, We are very much interested, but yet here we are. How do we implement it? How to go ahead and implement the idea? Should we go to
UK?
UK. I don't know about UK, but we have the platform that we take people through the steps. Okay. We take people through the steps. In Kaubenya, some financial institution or more education. That will UK because so when you walking through Kakra, it makes you understand what you're doing. And you can ask the right questions too.
Yeah, that's true. But that's why I want to buy Mr. Brown to say obe answer me. God richly bless you and your entire family. Yeah, what camp and maybe say the other metie no. What kakra bi say be a community download or the big crash me to pictures no. I find it to be very very educative just or how to go about it. You follow bia. But it looks as if said there's more to it than that. So you want bebre wo mu a, and then you need to understand say the other ye kan ye no. So you no mu a ye interested. Ye hunu de ye nyo. Ye pon wie say ya ukra phone ni sa ukra phone ni otimi hwe phone so na Google bi no ba bia wonto aso nti modaroma amonom ye na mo
go through neko pen knowledge about it no ko e want ase
me guso no maka ne be
ready nyame. Hey Queen wahura wani o Otis me so munene ye why Otis ka rough no get untia no waba ha kasa no because me oba me ho maka chani say onko read more about it.
Oh, so reading is the basics of everything. You have to understand.
And then me was for a name and we'll come back. Mention it.
So firstly, as I said to Queen as well, in order for you to start anything, you first have to look at your finances and see what it is that you want to do, short term, long term, mid term. How much can you afford to put away without it affecting your lifestyle? Once you have these questions with what it is that you wish to achieve, at that point we can have a conversation, because there are so many different instruments that you need to know exactly what it is that you're doing in order for them to benefit you. If you don't know, me as a stranger can't tell you what's best for you and your family without knowing you.
Perfect answer.
Yeah, that's
It was.
that's a
It
plan.
doesn't
Yeah.
quite. It doesn't quite
And
make Sakrana. Emilia Pacho Casa. Now can be.
yes, now maybe say
Okay.
we should learn financial discipline. And we should learn, as you see, Ishia, how to pay ourselves first. When you paycheck, Biana, pay yourself first before you pay your bills. What does that mean? Paying
What does
yourself
that mean?
first. It means what you sika to say 15 or 10-20% of income unyano. Now they are too in the long term. You
Hey,
will need free
Amelia.
so.
Amelia, this one, if you say it, because a lot of the people listening are living in somebody's room, are living in somebody, so it's a difficult one to do, because
Yes,
if you
that
have
is the
your own
financial
space,
discipline.
when you have a whole own space, that's a different conversation, because I understand you pay yourself first before any bills, and they have to
Exactly.
wait. They have to wait. But if you're living in somebody's house and you're renting a room, hey, you find yourself outside, oh.
No. Say me cassette, pay yourself first now. Won't say pay yourself first. It doesn't mean say you pay yourself millions first. So to say 8 hours a day. You can use the first 1 hour. What the better ho? Every day be able to first 1 hour no, you put it down and use the 7 hours no to do the rest of your payment. Important. It doesn't matter how much you earn. And I mind you, and yet you'll be surprised when we meet with them. They don't have anything. Sometimes we get disappointed. Be so on like you now before say they have everything in order. But when you get close, the one who say, no, these people, they are just living above their means actually, and they are just swimming in debt.
Majority of people are living above their means.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you don't know how to be financially disciplined, you live life, and at the end you regret it. It's just as spending is a habit, savings is also a habit. And to pay yourself first, no matter what. You come first in all situations.
There is a school janitor in the United States that was being paid, I think, circa $28,000 to $30,000 a year. He retired with a few millions in his bank account, and a lot of people are shocked as to how he did this. But again, as Amelia just said, knowing how to leverage your money, knowing where to put your money, and not living above your means,
That's
that all
it.
can change your life.
Abusuafoɔ, asɛm na yɛyɛ no bɔ. Nyame hyira mu nyinaa, ne de yɛsua adeɛ paa. Dada bi. Mpawakyɛw sɛ obi any question. Na ɛnɛma amantem ti asɛ yɛayɛ so akyɛ kakra, ɛkɔbɔ 6. Na yɛn life no na yɛnkɔboa yɛn ho bra ɔkyena. Dada bi
deɛ mewɔ kaa ne sɛ nkɔmmɔ wei a yɛdie nyinaa no ɔhu sɛ amanfoɔ adi kae ayɛyɛ mfomsoɔ wɔ abrabɔ no mu wɔ aburokyire, especially aburokyire ha, because insurance a yɛka yi anaasɛ wobɛ invest wode sika bɛto hɔ ne adeade nyinaa no nipa bebree wɔ hɔ obedu aburokyire ha na wɔte sɛ wɔyɛ adwuma otumi gye bosia na wobɛhu sɛ wakɔ akɔgye bosia
Nana,
bosia na
I
ɔbɛgye
how kasa.
ade na na kyesɛ
Me who say or friend was it as a me pick your more minimum. Miss me know who say or friend. Nana, that be in patch me bow.
Duru baabi na ani bra mama mu yɛ nyamu ntra because mu wura mu no obi ara ni hɔ si yɛn fam dadaada ebi so be wura mu mu so pɛ sɛ me ne
na platform kuta wo de kɔ me go
platform mu wura soro da na mu da bia de kɔ so bia bitie bi bisa dan ko soro yi me body pan mo no contact kora bisa dan ko surprises.
Oh, but tell me why, Mr.
And then me any brother me do wura mu sisi an san kan fi me ka o ya pon ja.
Oh, tell me. Why?
We there no problem. Mr. Emilia, Mr. Mo US, Mr. Lewa say.
Oh, okay.
Meet my contact to normal knowledge kakra because I need that. I really need that. Yeah.
Me patron you follow me. I'll give you my number.
Oh, my follow that. My follow.
Okay. My follow that.
Follow no mommy why? Oh,
okay, good.
Nadia tell me.
I'll give you my number.
Me that tell. That be me aba no. That be am wan say ha. That be am wan say ha. Yeah. You know one na say. Me de pata pa ne be wura mu say asa ka pon jam. Do the video.
Who for Frabeka?
Abi, we there me ni be dey go no attention no more because material pass or more knowledgeable. Na me so you.
Yeah, me de ni be ba.
You know. The time no so sa. The time no so say akwen so time no so antino. I think say meja na we wetin me dey come be bo me pa.
Mate nana. Mate. You, nyamisha.
Okay, so.
Okay, dada bi.
Aha, nti dia na me kan nyina ne sɛ. Enkom so efa sa say ye be planning for your future. Ama ye mmofra any kwan ye be fa so a ye be insurance no. Enkom kese bi a especially ye ne ye wa country mu no ehu hia ma ye pa na nso so no. Dodo na nkasa no ayete say ye de yensa akyekyere niema ama na akyekyere ye. Because yeah, kwanya Bible chile no. Yeah, good education about all this information na eba say no. Enti no, obi o ha wakwaje bosia, waje bosia ba akumienu, waje bank de no akwaje agent de na sika no so a wakwaje bosia na wakwaje na no ane so wote se ne namfofo obi akwaje bosia na won so di mirika no wakwaje bi. Wakwaje wo twisa enti no wa use sika no de unnecessary things. Ibu okra kesisem odi akoto ka ama ka na hwiase ama oda so a otua ho ka enti no ye ka se onkoti sika mfanto enya insurance no bosome ne so a wono ankasa sika a odi betwa ne ho ama bosome asaso no kura na asa akoye another problem eno na ama
mincha wanu 1 minute kwajo na si a wo ya advert wo ha you sell car ho ahwan mimi ni mo Minto kada odi abeto ha obi bedi wachi na oni sika ba na ira mimi ni mu hwio nti yenye sa
obi na na sorry obi na na ebisa me say me the two mu say is those doing business I think no obi say kasa say unstoppable me the two mu so is those doing business who have the money not salary workers and obi be responding yes so you can also do it and I'm so yes I do it I sell cars me Canada na me work.
Because mimi ni moshi huku what I say obi be
ka say na me responding to it on the message na ha na me respond so yes I mean
abusiafo na de bia ye kan no ubeto bibio ubeye bibio you have to find the knowledge now why your research first and how to start then apomo obi ni semo a me pese obi be fetch no wa be ka se queen platform what I say
Canada na memewo
no de
Canada na mewo
mate me see na
okay Bakojo ade upo bi amana boa wo Canada with your finances and because I have
because in Canada. It has nothing to do with the insurance.
Oh, na one thing I see. No, okay. No be can about salary as I'm can so where your mom your business now. ɛwɔ sika na ɛnyɛ salary workers nti ɛhɔ na I think dollar is very responding yɛ so me nso metumi ayɛ business ni bi na me kyɛn so wɔ no korɛ na ɛyɛ ade a meyɛ dada na Canada na me wɔ me ship cars ɛkɔ Ghana both accident ones ni
Anti mo amu di mo nkomo of form one boy.
yes aha
Okay, Mate, me da wase.
Ghana.
Eja,
Yeah, good evening.
evening o.
I'm say, so be a here.
Nyame adom.
Yeah, I'm say, more idea here, chair, more the answer. Modem home me per se, no. Me my life insurance. Every month, they pay £67 up to now. Say, Nyame pass about the thing, no 120,000. I be call be a me money me here. No, it's no. The one you for your life insurance. I mean, actually, I only want a bit me poor a deal, you know, ma.
So Dankwa, Pacho me try no. Policy now we no. A dear hebe. A term insurance and now whole life. Because I don't know how many years I would share. Okay, say whole life.
A life insurance, yeah, whole life, yeah.
No, say life insurance in their own car.
I'm telling you, whole life.
Either the term or
whole life, yeah.
Yeah, to say, I'll pass on.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
You primary recommend this whole life near better than any other way. Whole life. Okay. And I be that very rapid up no your audio.
120,000 that was me wouldn't and my family been 120,000 pounds.
Okay.
The one now was some dream. And I know.
Nanya feni ye ko tu America ko pe bisia bia be we. Kana ready.
I guess I better go fund me. Come and find me. Come and find me while you are alive. Now when you are dead, I'll go find you. What I say? So when you're alive, come and find me. Don't let us go find you.
Yeah. That be nipa mi enu abo mo misa questions awa rapia na say obeka say wi.
Mo mun kasa say mo mun kasa.
Okay. Owa hene.
Good evening, abusuafo nyina.
Evening o.
By Queen why am bone pa.
Ade.
Me di kan bete honum. Na wo ma na jam se me dan me ho aba.
Now the machine be me card and wanting because di hu dwuma. Me di video ni baba beti me real life na.
Afi dem me ba ya enkomode de nyina twegu machi. Oh. I think unstoppable ebe pe kwan bi so na why educate me kakra.
Yes. My
sisi ade me gas won san enko over na se me twen.
Debbie.
Nti unstoppable mpa cho kwan be so na betimi afa.
I do one-on-one too on Zoom. Who are him for?
Mpa cho me ne queen na wa.
Oh, Ohima
Crew.
Mpa cho.
So I can just give you a general understanding of what life insurance is.
Why he follow no?
Ma follow no dada.
Okay. Measure that kochina ba wasi wonji eske bi obeba be che free.
Oh, okay. That's nyame sure.
Idea phone nti ye ba ko fa na ba. Okay, thank you. Order.
Yes, mommy.
Let us say.
I'm adom na also.
Boko.
Michia mo na me pamacho.
Ejoso.
Person me bisa sister
Emilia.
Sister Emilia question kakra. Stay me pacho wo. Me no manye me ye terminal one bi enye for life no.
Oh yeah, term insurance.
Inti no se me pese me change na is it possible?
Mpacho wo hefa?
Wo UK.
Also Ohima Crew.
Oh UK. Oh okay.
But
term insurance no.
I know Emilia.
Okay.
So I a bit research about Ohima Chrome for the said they be ada be representation no. Ubetimi a remu amaye kakra.
Okay, me try to do research on how Momo dear and similarities a womb with yeah dear also.
Okay.
Inti
ɔne
dear.
mɛkuro ɔtis ya na nka ɛbɛtumi aboa amanfoɔ
Oh
nneɛma bi
yeah, Otis is in UK. Please, Otis, take the baton.
Maame, I'm say the woman can me be first. Me ye be post office. Terminal yi nti ye invite obi e ba sore nipa ne be chine terminal yi na enye.
Term insurance, terminal.
I know. Nobody's dying, though. Mr. Francis.
He's 10 years. Oh my
No
God.
one is dying. Let's stop saying terminal.
Every crowd be time no time ne be so na wunya ngui na da so ti.
Obviously
I
10
said the
years.
way na ye waste.
But me yeah 6 years. I think who say on be church am no. 10 years no so usika na so da so ti ase usika shi. Ana me se san so afi ono so. O ma me bibia. They just almost mean cancel. So I cancel it.
That was what I was saying. You lose everything. Yeah.
Yeah, you lose everything.
And there are some unscrupulous agents for Honoma.
Ne dia no obetimi lose to ana. Oka se o change akọ whole way na
Yeah, and on America no, you usually lose it because it's very cheap.
Odo untie.
And a company, but yeah, you Chrome America has say your company be a minimum one of the companies a minimum yejuma. Omo term insurance no. Omo to me convert it into a whole life or IUL, Index Universal Life. Well, yeah, sometimes we can sell you a term insurance when unis car. Na ya boa na we to me start it. Then we convert it into a whole life for you. What I say? So America Hano company be a minimum yejuma, they do that. They do that, but not all the companies, not all the term insurance can be convertible.
My mentor always told me being cheap is expensive.
Thank you. You at the long run you pay more, and even who said insurance you buy it according to your age, your health. Into time is very important. The earlier you buy, the better. What train that time near too later, it becomes even unaffordable for you. You can't even purchase it. No buying too much. And a health wise no crano. Now you're a be or no cry. Emma eligible to get it. Like won't qualify to get it.
So let me
time
say
is very important.
me pamucho Queen we the Messi from no ma down we tie bia no bi nso e pese oba no be busa question
Okay,
wait
so
me for be
let me say this for those of you that are of a certain age that haven't started already or have started with term that don't have whole life. If you're doing this for your children, think about getting life insurance also for those kids because a lot of the times it's a lot cheaper because they're kids, they're not at risk. So you can also do that because my friends that are Jewish, what they do is at birth, they start a life insurance for them and they put a certain amount in there. So compounding interest by the time they're of a certain age, they already are rich. So if it's going to be too expensive for you as an adult, over 40, over 50, because time is important and your age, your your health is very important. So if it's too expensive, look into getting life insurance for your kids is the workaround.
So what is advice Ben Adibema Odo? Sisi ya odeni hu Odo na you know term no wako how many years ni?
Oh, me start yenche be 3 years.
Oh, and you say we
Just go back and tell them you want to go like
why? Try
Busa almost say a convertible.
If it's not cancelled
first, don't cancel it yes, Buta or Mansana.
I'm a fair guy, no.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of you doing this, please, 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 please Find out how to put your life insurance into a trust. You don't understand. Because inheritance tax is an issue. There is a lot of things depending on where you are. I don't want to speak specifically about anything because different countries have different rules and different laws.
Laws, exactly.
If you have something in a trust, and I'm not going to say which trust because I need you to go find out depending on where you are and how it affects you, and also certain things that you have and how they structured that so you are safe. So go and ask, find out the details, and put it so that way, whatever you leave to your kids are actually the benefactors of it.
Okay.
Is it then trust?
Yes.
I trust.
Trust. Okay.
If you any kind of oya no bisa no so words I need to hon.
TRUST, trust.
Okay.
Okay.
Sandra,
Queen.
question Nana. Yes, that
I
more question.
Okay, my Sandra, you na me can some kutu abi nhwe to one.
Okay.
Pacho me checha mu na mambanta but is na me bass but I'm interested in we no. My question is say with life insurance whole life no. Anana lady ne kan wasem no. Ebi wo ho a wo health issues a on qualify.
That is what I'm saying, yes.
On qualify me say me man my bia mom e nya apply but me say me call I want me anemic.
They decline
Man
you.
qualify. Just because of the anemic no.
Oh, US.
But I say me patcho mo US patcho.
Okay, yeah. I had they take it serious like.
Man qualify and I tell me sure bueno term no so me pay no and also embo me. And now me bisa say whole life
they do
because one insurance company declare what my try 3 of them. I mean because of first one anything obi come so you have a health issue because you have to fix it. You have to fix it. When we tell you say my pa ba cry or and I say they how many say whole life no ebi a little bit less kakra na. And they are all expensive.
Depending on the age now, one can all start.
Say I'm more 47.
Yes, it's going to be expensive. Yes.
Yeah, because life expectancy is 60, 67,
Yes.
68.
Any
So if you're 10 years away, you are higher.
Although if you say,
hey, what is that expensive? 57.
But madam, what is your plan? What exactly are you trying to achieve? Because when you know what you're trying to achieve, there are many workarounds. That's why I always say to people, it's not that easy to give blanket advice. You need to know what the person is trying to achieve in order for you to, do the workaround if necessary. In your case, you can't go for that.
Me what I want to achieve it. Send a bear just in case if anything happens, sir. Remember this, that, and that. I have my already packed money or somewhere they can use it.
Okay,
that is
so
my
you-
motive.
Your friend is saying, Mabel, which means, do you want a funeral plan?
Yes, a funeral plan. And the other one, I'm saying it's like another.
That one I can help you with that.
okay, Sandra, what do you follow Unstoppable? Munina more US hoidi. Eja, what?
And your other product, being anemic, we can work around it and find you something. Anemic.
And also, but you say, IUL, dearly say no. And you say, what to me, Bomo Bosia.
Did you try it with Transamerica? I'm going to decline.
Transamerica, they decline me no.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not declining. And I'm say all nation or something nation. I'm some declining. 3 of them, I'm declining. Until say my papa. And they say my imagine say my annuity for my pension or any other thing.
Yes, that's also a
my imagine say my annuity to have a peace of mind. If anything it falls back. But if there's any other one, and so you're good or why bet my boy me. Me person that member bebre.
Oh,
Debbie. You have a good intention. You know, there is always a way to work around it.
Emilia Becca Sanka over to Nina Kwayama dear. But
Monday. Tomorrow is quite I have a lot of appointments in the morning and afternoon. No, let me see. Oh, they Kasa. I'll find a day.
Well, then Kebe, they say within this week in Kebe, it's my not Monday. Yeah, this week you're off in the Kebe.
Sandra, I can put you on one of the trainings. Now, you come and listen to it in our meetings. Until you follow me, I send him a number. I'll call you. Why?
Thank you.
I just say,
yeah, maybe I know. My chest can my enemy. Say, case me who come in, mammy, madam. It's me, me, mano, Ubia 2020. I'm my wife 18. It's all my chest, okay. Send me who percentage of the
but you're too, can you? And I'm in a maintaining, can you?
what's in can?
Man, your starter kind.
Or see what only the no,
Omo send me chest, canoma, may your name in case you are percentage of the other. To me, mammy, 80,000. I'm a man back, we are only in back 20.
Then our kind of death benefits.
Yeah, whole life. Yeah,
Mr. Dankwa, now you so I know so I know what question to say.
Say me don't
I asked him.
Oh.
Mr. Dankwa, why am I me go to be me?
Let's say, I dream burning nine show go to dream. What say,
what is papa. It's been person memory. It doesn't mean you down.
Okay, so Kujan.
Yeah, Ujami a memory and Kazaka. Hey, and yes, we have been one organ program every year. What did you near my Simon? No, intimate, and then Colania.
Me Pacho, Mr. Dankwa. Did you buy one for your wife?
Yeah, I bought one for my wife. Yeah.
No, to say a cover or no.
Yeah,
no, so a cover.
On channel. On all man, on all man.
I'm saying go to Gayami. I'm afraid your mom go to. Once I feel them go to Gayami and one.
Where I say I can consult for the teacher recording.
And then yes, I will.
Oh, support the wedding for more back door. Daddy, aye, did I be rapping my?
I mean, on stop. Yɛda ase Otis yɛda wase paa mo a moba platform so nyina yɛda mo ase na mmom no ɛkyina yɛbɛba na mmom nkɔmɔ na ɛwɔ hɔ no generational yɛka ne sɛ investment a yɛyɛ ama yɛ ma no ɛnyina adeɛ baako pɛ so ɛgyina nneɛma bebree so because me so no menim obi a ɔtɔ asase bi ne hɔ yɛ bush a ɔde to hɔ ma ne mba ɛyɛ 10 plot say no yeton asase $1 million. Yes, that time ne ye bush or tono. Say yeton $1 million or to fence wall wo ho eda ho or the manima or no waya akokora ne man no so no wo mu nyina akotena US asase ne da ho. Say wo mu ka so mu ton wo mu so mu ton kora. Eti no ni nyina so sika ye di sie baabi edi ma ye ma na enkomo we na ye die no obi wo ho a oti asem na enano Otis mo kire no o mu se nya proper information bi a wo pese o ye bia no busa ehu ndie ansa na waye de waye enti unya proper information ekwan a wo be fa so a wo be ya ade no se wo di beto bank so wo be life insurance especially any atia buchira say life insurance no good maye wo mu o ma ba foforo no maye pa na enso so no nipa no bebree adwen kɔɔ so ɛna wo soso a wote Ghana wobɛtumi de ahyɛ wo tirim ɛnyɛ ayi bankfoɔ deɛ no nko ara na ho hia wobɛtumi de awura biribi foforɔ de ama wo ma no a daakye wɔn bɛnya ho mfasoɔ nti mede ma no bɛsi wɔ ha obiara asɛm a ɔka ayɛ biara no ɛyɛ deɛ obiara de ba ayɛ biara no yɛmfa nto sɔne yɛn ni yɛn sɔne so na yɛn make best use of it nti yɛda unstoppable Emilia yɛda wase yɛda misadankwa ase Otis yɛda wase yɛtiefo amba yɛ nyinaa yɛda wase program yɛka ne sɛ deɛ ɔde program yi so ba ɛnam ne so ma tem biara wotimi hwehwɛ biribi da ɛyɛ Queen ɔno so ɛda mo ase na mmom wɔwɔ yi bi wɔ hɔ a wɔtɔn ointment bi wɔ hɔ a wɔtɔn a wode fa wo kotodwe so a
ɛyɛ me refi me nya advert no
fa kyerɛ wɔ mu ebi da wo nkyɛn a fa kyerɛ wɔ mu wode wokɔ adwuma ba na sɛ wabrɛ a
wode fa wo ointment UK for no mu nyinaa mu metobi wokɔ adwuma
dadabi de sɛ ne okotodwe a na yɛ oyɛ
media ɛyɛ misadankwa asɛm no na mo na yɛ me ya bɛtɛ video
ɛno nie moringa ointment for body pain and joint pain
ɛyɛ kama papa
ano nye sisi
wana oye
me sister na ɛyɛ wɔ Ghana na FD enya approve se say the omo approve ya maye kwan se mitimi ton
FD agiatu wodi wokoba no wabra usisi ya
onya ne create TikTok link nanka matimi a ship no all over
when you na
TikTok markets
sa what
that would be
nice more money
you get the money you invest it
wada jayo ye sha asia no kasa ya emi se wada
odieda
odieda so dia cho ampo
na Queen I say wunim say me ye program na me da ho a me tia ni dadabi that you say ogbo mi di ansa no me hu say me kura be ye program
one day jayo
ade me enya better sa o
nyame aduma
nyame aduma ni ye den ti ye da tiefo nyina ase wo a wunya ya no wo frɛ wo baby a wo bia wo be post e di abrɛw kama pa nti ye damase
yes sister ba
yes that's so and then my first time I'm me ba ha say and I'm much me first so me damase pa me bra ba ko no o hwɛ mo e na o sɛ ne maame
sa wo bra ben
your friend no Elvis or not o share maame bra, they're talking about a generational wealth. Go and put in your 1 cent. Yeah, and me buy. Yeah, until me
Elvis.
Jimmy Crystal.
I'm proud. Yeah. Kofo bi ba. Nipa no be free. You over or Jessica and watch there na ho no ya.
No, your financial literacy campaign no free. Our objective is to educate 30 million Americans by 2030 into a campaign. Yes.
Okay.
But in saying that, can I also say something, Sarah?
Okay.
Everything that you hear here is not financial advice. This is TikTok. So some people take it and they run with it. Please, as we said, do your research, but also
Otis Becca said, do your research.
People have gonna spend money to buy wrong life insurances when if they had the right education, the right information, they would have made better choices. So invest some money. And don't be cheap. I'm not saying anyone is cheap. I'm just giving advice. Don't be cheap because it will cost you later. Spend some money so you can put things in the right places. So later on, when you need them and you need to lean on them or your family needs to lean on them, it will be there. That's what I wish to say.
Where they saw be at yes, yeah, now this year CP.
Translator.
Oh, deɛ ɔte sɛ ka ne nyinaa no ɔse deɛ yɛka wɔ ha ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ akɔɛ te sɛ ɛyɛ afutuo ɛne yɛde ma amanfoɔ ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a wobɛfa no sɛ ɛyɛ fa na nti ɛwɔ sɛ wankasa no wohwehwɛ nneɛma mu na biribi a wopɛ sɛ woyɛ biara no wohwehwɛ mu yie ma yɛmfa ne sɛ bikafra kyɛ wokɔpɛ adeɛ a ɛɛfoɔ na adeɛ a ɛɛfo biara no wotua ne boɔ ɛɛden nti no wonya abotrɛ nhwehwɛ nneɛma mu yie ansa na yɛtu ho anamo na yɛnkɔ yɛnim na yɛn nyinaa no akɔyɛ te sɛ yɛkyerɛkyerɛ na mmom yɛnyɛ expert a ɛyɛ fa na wɔpɛ sɛ wɔkyerɛ a
abusuafoɔ nti medam ase bebree this week generational wealth no a yɛbuild ama yɛ ma no ɛkyena mo follow me page na me the topic beto mu ansa na ade akye enti no medam ase pa ya pon ya bre ochina ye besa hia wa ha mo bye. Thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone. Have a good day.
You too.